And there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Valkyrie, a homebrew Dungeons and Dragons campaign where a bunch of complete people who used to be complete strangers who met on Reddit become the best of friends while playing Dungeons and Dragons live for you every Monday night at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am your host and Dungeon Master for the evening, creator of this channel here on Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/The Majestic Gaming, Gamin, no G, as well as the YouTube channel The Majestic, which you can find all these videos uploaded to later on, a couple weeks after their premiere here on Twitch, at Twitch or youtube.com/The Majestic, or just by searching The Majestic. You can find all those videos there, as well as many other videos. But I am joined by the same incredible group, which I will let each one of them introduce themselves, starting with Rachel. Say hello to everybody, Rachel.
Hello, my name is Rachel, and I play our half-elven rogue, Mira Helder.
Perfectly done. And now Sean. Say hello to everybody, Sean.
Hello, I am the complete human Sean, and I play Itzli Talish, our young T-Bard.
Perfectly done. And Fred, say hello to everybody, Fred.
Hello guys, I'm Fred, and I play Tristan Darkleaf, the human fighter.
Perfect. And Justin, say hello to everybody and plug anything that you might wish.
About to take a drink. Hi, I'm Justin. I play Zashmar Efri, the Fire Genasi Warlock.
Perfect. And Brandon, say hello to everybody.
He's not in here right now. I was going to say that, but you started.
He's fixing his microphone.
Gotcha. We are also joined by Brandon. I will have him say hello in just a minute, but for now, let us go ahead and get out of the way some of the introductory things, starting with the music that you are about to hear right now. Although it might be really loud. Hold on. A huge thank you to @Kevin McLeod, who makes some incredible music available for everyone. He is hugely famous for his music making, and he still makes it available for free so long as you share his stuff, which is absolutely awesome. Huge thank you to him. Also, a huge thank you to @Carly Matson, who created our first ever fan art, which was absolutely awesome. Also, thank you to @JMool, JMOOL on Reddit, who created some incredible fan art for us as well. And you saw some of those fan arts usually throughout the week in the introduction. However, this week it was a little bit different. You guys might have noticed that this week, instead of the normal slideshow of pictures that go along with the theme of our campaign, you saw just like a Halloween thing. That's because this week is our Halloween special of Dungeons & Dragons Valkyrie. At the end of last week, the group had gone to a very mysterious mansion owned by, that's said to be the Mages Guild here in the city that they're in of Thornapple. After some discovering of what had happened over the past year, particularly on Mira's end, after going to visit her mother and learning that one of her twin brothers had passed, she also found out that her mother is now a huge and very influential part of the council, seeing as practically one of the head members of the council is now her wedded husband. Her other twin brother has also joined as a member of the city council, and there were some interesting things developing there, but Jax, Brandon's character, really wanted to find Grendel, who is a wizard that they met at the town of Lum, and he thought that the best place the easiest way to find him would be by going to the Mages Guild. I can talk today, I swear. Would be by going to the Mages Guild here in the city of Thornapple, but upon them releasing the barrier that protected the guild itself, and going into what appeared to be some sort of lively evening, a party of sorts, they quickly learned that it is no ordinary party that they were walking into, but instead a huge bash, a big party for a bunch of monsters. A monster bash, if you would. So, is Brandon in? No. Gotcha. We will go ahead and just begin a very short ways, though. So yes, while we wait on Brandon a little bit too, I'm going to see if I can find something for a few other of these monsters, and particularly the butler. I'm looking for a little NPC for the butler. I think my best bet... Oh, wait. But yeah, what do you guys want to do? The butler just opened up the door. He held out his hand. Eatsley and Jax were the only two to have noticed that, holding out his hand, he raised a couple of zombies, but everyone else, noticed upon entering this, abode that there were a number of creatures, which most often than not, if you found out in the wild, you would either want to attack immediately or be attacked by. You see a huge omnipresent water elemental there with a little water leaper as sort of as his companion at his side. You see a very mischievous looking sorcerer over in a corner with a vulture on his shoulder and a giant stone golem standing there. You see a bat, which is like no other bat you've ever seen before. Much more looks like a very, very vampiric bat more than anything else. Is there anything you guys would like to do off the bat?
Tristan's gonna.
Does it
pull
look
out
really
his dagger.
aggressive? Like, are we in a room full of angry, aggressive monsters, or are we in a room full of people using illusion costumes because of the...
Good question. Go ahead and make a perception check for us.
Okie dokie.
Well, they did rise from the ground.
Probably not good. 5.
5. Especially your eyes upon this sorcerer over here in the corner. The eyes look sunken in and darkened with his hood shadowing the rest of his face. The vampire bat moves toward you guys quickly and is sort of snarling a little bit through his tiny vampiric snout. Batted snout. Just gotta put that in the other room real quick. They do look rather mischievous to you.
Mischievous or... okay, I can't tell at that 5, I'm sure. And I have like my hand on the top of my mandolin where the rapier comes out of the handle just in case, and I'm just sort of standing there ready.
Okay. Anyone else?
Who just opened the door for us? It was the butler, right?
The butler. As he held open
And
the door,
is
he's
he just
standing... Sorry, he's, let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna keep it locked. I'm going to... There we go. Rotate it. Right? Oh, I can't. Okay. Gonna use this little guy and go like this. He opened up the door that way.
And he's on the same side.
And
as our
he's
figures
standing
are
on
right
the
now.
outside of it.
Okay. Is he like invitingly still holding the door? Like I want to look back at him and
Yes.
be like, what is this?
You can turn back around, and it's at this point that you notice what, no, you were already one of the members to have noticed. So you and Jax were following a little bit behind. Through the door was Zash, Tristan, and Mira, which it's very difficult to get anyone up over this door, and it's even more difficult considering that my mouse is broken. First world problems. Alright. There we go. Nope. Alright, Mira was first in then. And it is at this point that you are just now noticing the... As they're shoving dirt out of the way, coming up out of the ground are a number of ghouls. They're slowly making their way toward you guys. They don't move nearly as fast as this little animation would depict, but there are a total of 7 of them.
And what's the butler doing right now? He's just sort of standing there, like...
He has a bit of
like,
a...
Look out!
He has a bit of a sly smirk upon his face, sort of a... and he's now
You get a read
looking
on
back
him?
over at the he
Like, does he look complicit in this? Obviously, he does somehow.
yeah,
He doesn't look
very,
scared though.
He looks very complicit. I'm still gonna go with your 5. He does not at all look scared. He looks just a sly
That's fair.
smirk, and he's beckoning those creatures over.
Okay.
One of them is moving fast.
Everyone else is inside, so I'll jump in the door and tap on the first adventurer I can see from our party. I don't know, who is it? Who do I see?
The
at
first one
back
through the
there?
door is Zash.
Zash. I'll just like tap on Zash. And behind us as well. And I point to the yes, there looks to be some ghoulish members back there also. And he looks like he might have done this to us on purpose.
Looks like we got ourselves a monster mash. And he lights his hands up.
Bad Justin. Bad Justin.
Good, Justin.
I calls him like I sees him.
It's not like we've been making that joke all week.
So?
It's still funny. It's not getting old, especially when you do it in Zash's
context.
voice.
Yeah, he doesn't even know the reference. He's just being
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah, he doesn't get there is no reference for him.
Right.
So it's at this point that the first ghoul makes his way over. If you would be so kind, be sure to prepare the table and make sure that all the food is at the ready. As the first ghoul goes, and as he's talking, his jaw just snaps open as he pushes it back and slowly makes his way, shuffling in toward the building around you guys. You guys all standing here, it's a little bit of a tight squeeze for him. So he begins to try and really usher himself past Zash here against the wall and between Zash and Mira. And the smell overwhelms you guys. It's very, very
Yeah.
decayed,
That's serving our
very
food.
full of death, and very, very unsettling to the point where I want both of you to make a Constitution save.
Okay. Is this a magical effect or is this just like it's just gross?
It's just gross.
9.
Oh man. Oh.
9? Okay.
17.
Also 9.
I got an 8.
Nice.
8, 17. So nobody below 5, right?
No.
Okay. Everyone below 10, you're just... You almost gag, and you do gag a little bit. You almost throw up in your mouth. You keep yourself from doing so. As they pass by, they give you like a little nod and a little smile to their best of their ability.
I wanna pay attention to what food they touch. It's a mental note.
Fair enough. For right now, they're all sort of beginning to move into a line over to the right and away from the party and the guests. Do you wish to follow? Or do you just wish to keep an eye as they start serving out food and stuff?
I just want to keep an eye out because I
Alright.
don't want to touch anything they touched.
Fair enough. You're starting to get the idea there'll probably be a lot of the food.
Tristan is gonna try to see close to Jax since he's a paladin.
Okay.
He's gonna stick really close.
Sticking really close. Got it. He's still not in, is he?
No.
Dang. Okay. When you guys make your way through, again, the giant water elemental to your side. It's not like any water elemental you've seen. Certainly, Tristan, with the ability to summon his water familiar on occasion. It is a humongous being, sort of the size of an ogre, but in water form. As this giant creature moves, it's just with every one of his steps. He's just making his way around, moving here and there. He is the height of the golem that you guys see, which is this gargantuan being overtowering everyone else at the party, except for this water elemental. The water elemental walks through the doorway, and you guys start to see that through that doorway are a number more monsters. You guys can see a Cyclops from your view, and a few other groupings of individual creatures. But again, this warlock that really caught Itzley's attention, not for the better, is standing at the doorway, almost as if bouncing at the entrance of this room. Would you guys like to move forward?
Tris is gonna sheath his dagger again and just walk forward,
Okay.
following where the ghost went.
All right.
How close is the water elemental?
Jax will stay with you. The water elemental walked through the doorway and is now in the other room.
Cool. Then I move forward.
Okay.
I'm behind the big boys. I'm staying behind Zash and
All right.
Jax.
Yeah, I'm
As they
staying along with Itzley. I wanna shield just in case something goes bad.
All right. Is everybody happy with this marching order then?
Sure.
Can I be on the side that doesn't have Man-Bat on it?
All right.
That's all I see. From the description, that's all I see. I just see Man-Bat from
Yep.
Batman.
Yep. And he makes this little snort as you guys pass by. And once you guys completely pass by his form, this puff of black smoke fills the air, and there, standing where that small formed creature was, is a man with very, very high cheekbones, very, very sunken in cheeks, and slim texture to his face, almost ghoulish, almost like very elderly in its form, but about the age of 35 at most, you'd guess, with fine black hair with the very few occasional gray strand flowing through it, and a cape that goes high up above the back of his head, is standing a true vampire. He just lets out a little bit of a chuckle as you guys all enter in. As this sorcerer walks forward. Hello.
I think if you hide your neck like this, they can't get you. That's what I was told.
Itzley tries to shrink his head down a little bit like a turtle.
Tristan does the same.
What brings the lot of you here? The sorcerer says.
Easily,
What? What?
Master
Now-
easily.
Yeah, I did it. It wasn't me. It was Jax. Jax isn't here.
It was Jax, yeah.
I don't know
wasn't
exactly what.
at the initial meeting, but to the best of my knowledge, my companions sought an audience with the master of this house. We offered a bottle of wine as a gift, and then we were invited
yes.
to
Yeah, that was our wine. Why am I sounding like a little 5-year-old? Yes, that was the wine that we chose.
You sound like Griffith.
I feel like got 4 of my accents mixed together right now.
Well, I do say, some of you, as he looks back mainly at Jax, Zash, and Itzley just down this row, would fit in rather nicely. But a few others might be easy pickings for some in there.
I smile
you
and pop out my fangs as well.
Is this a threat?
It's at this point that the vampire walks around and he looks back behind his cape as he's walking up around toward the sorcerer, and he sees your fangs and he lets out a bit of a smirk. Very approving. But the sorcerer continues. Are you sure you wish to continue? While looking right at Tristan.
Go on. And he puts his hand on the handle of the dagger, but doesn't pull out.
If if I'm already startling you, then you probably wouldn't want to meet our host for the evening.
Ah, so you are not the host.
No, I am not. I am a member of the Mages Guild here tonight, as are all the monsters that you see and will. But
I
It's
quite frankly think that term monster is a bit demeaning for your fellow guests, wouldn't you say?
no, we actually like the term monster here. Makes us feel part of something. Makes us all feel united. Even if others find it as a demeaning term, we find it as one of praise within these walls.
So, who's our master of the house?
You'll meet him soon enough. He'll be speaking tonight before dinner. Please, eat. Be merry. Oh, and I'd stay away from the cake if I were you, human, he says, looking at Tristan.
Sure.
His eyes go towards the cake when he says that. I want to see what he's talking about.
You guys don't see any cake yet. No food has
Oh,
really
okay.
been brought out aside from these few platters of... There's not actually any meat. But there are, like, platters of cheese and wine. The moment you guys walk into the room, you guys smell the cheese. It is sour, disgusting smelling cheese. Like...
Is it falling off of the ghouls onto the plate?
The ghouls are not holding these. These plates appear to have been
Okay.
there. And from what you can tell from the ghouls, you just don't have the idea that they could get to wherever the kitchen would be and bring these platters out and get out of the room in time. You have the idea that these platters of food have been out for a while, especially considering that the ghouls move so slowly and you guys just walked from here to there. And you guys see no sight of them. But you do see other fruits as well. Instead of grapes with the wine, you see sort of sun-dried raisins, but they look to be very, very old as well, with little white spots of mold or mildew on them. In the
So
room...
Itzley will actually start sampling random things and seem to have no problem, actually, now that I think about it, eating anything. Even if it looks a little weird.
Fair enough. I'm still going to have you make Constitution saving throw.
You can. I'm immune to poison, if that
These aren't
matters.
poison. This would be to see if you throw up or not. Immune to poison would mean, like, someone's actually trying to poison you.
Okay.
Fungus
You
is
mean it just tastes gross? Like, if it just looks that nasty, then maybe
Yes,
I won't.
it looks very nasty, and actually the first one would be
Okay.
for the grapes that are filled with mold and mildew.
Yeah, no, so I'm going to stop after that first bite of that grape. I'll definitely roll con for that, but when I see mold, I'm like, and I'll show it to Tristan. Oh boy, get all my low rolls out now. Actually, not so bad. 16.
All right.
Oh, a little mold doesn't hurt anyone.
You take it, you put
This
it
is
into your
all
mouth.
mold. Hey,
I'm used to it.
The first thing that really gets your attention with the couple of grapes, you take 2 grapes. One of them you show to Tristan, one of them you pop into your mouth. The first thing you notice is the hairy texture of the spot of mold on it as it hits your tongue. It quickly absorbs all of the moisture from your mouth, and then you bite into it as this gush of fluid that's sort of... It's very sour. Sort of rotten and decayed, but still the subtle hint of grape in there as well, with the very sour and rotten taste. It's not as bad as you originally thought, luckily, but it's not good. I want to change the music.
I do not think people are here for the food.
I don't know why you guys keep eating.
What, one less ration to eat? I mean, I guess unless I throw it up.
Easily, you know prestidigitation, right?
Just making sure that I'm not thinking of another character. I think I do. Yes.
Why didn't you flavor the grapes?
Ooh.
You could have done that.
Does it look like anyone would notice if I started flavoring the food?
It doesn't make it not rotten.
I know.
But it makes it taste good.
Well, you could use prestidigitation to clean it if
I think that would be purify food.
Purify food, yeah, you might be right. I'm just gonna randomly make one grape peanut butter flavored.
Okay.
Just one. Just to see if anybody notices or says anything later.
All right.
I'll try to be sneaky about it.
You do it, and as you do, the same texture still hits your mouth of that.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna eat it. I'm
No?
making it peanut butter flavored and I'm leaving it for somebody else.
Okay. So you hold out your hand and cast. As you're looking around the room to see if anyone is noticing, you see over
I'm trying to be sneaky about it if possible.
by the barrel in its stand is the water elemental that you've seen before, but you also see standing very close to him is a cyclops, huge in stature, starting to move over to this way, and he begins talking to the water elemental. Over here you see a group, almost a school of little goblins standing all together talking to each other. And over here you see a class of mummies speaking to each other as well. Another vampire in the mix, but still in bat form. You look around to see if anyone notices.
Oh. I want to pull up my mandolin.
Do you?
And, yeah.
Okay.
And these guys look like a fairly rowdy bunch, right? Like everyone seems comfortable in this room except for us so far.
That would be your assessment.
Okay. I'm going to jump up on a table.
Okay.
Everybody, please come listen to the story.
Is this
Learn.
before or after you cast a spell?
This would have been after I flavored the grape. Yeah.
Okay. I need to figure out what happens with that yet.
Okay. Did you want me to do like a sleight of hand or something to see if I did try to hide it, but if it's up to you.
Yes, I need to prepare my dice for tonight. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. 17. Not bad. I have a +5.
17 plus 5.
Yeah, it's 17. There's not +5. Sorry, it's 17 even with the +5.
Gotcha.
And if nothing interferes, I'll jump up on the table and start telling the story of the douchebag. What do I want to call him? The Crown's Guardsman or whatever. The guy who tried to. I'm continuing the whisper campaign against the guy who framed us, and the story would just go about the festival and how something amazing but scary happened in the festival. It's very fitting with the mood of what's going on right now. And then that the evil guardsman tried to blame all of his problems on a group of adventurers who just walked away without even a scratch.
Okay. As you do
If
that,
I get the opportunity, yeah.
Yeah, you notice that ever since you did cast that, the vampire has been giving you the stink eye. Quite hard.
Okay.
From the best of your knowledge, you feel that he saw whatever it is that you did.
Okay. Maybe he doesn't like peanut butter.
He does not respond. Well, maybe he doesn't know if you just poisoned something either.
Oh, too true. Too true.
If
If he's giving me a very knowingly look, I would actually, before I jump up on the table, I would actually like look back at him and say, "He tastes like peanut butter now. Delicious." Yes.
Well, I still wouldn't say that you know. Again, you don't know for sure that he
Oh,
knows
it's-
that you did the spell.
Oh, okay.
He's giving you a stink eye. You feel that
Okay.
that is the reason.
Do vampires in D&D are weak to like garlic?
I think it's
Let me
it's
see.
peanuts actually.
Are they?
Yeah, they're
Um,
anaphylactic. You didn't know this?
No, just making sure.
Yeah, no, I don't see anything about any weaknesses at all.
No,
But-
like maybe they don't like garlic or something.
Probably. They probably
Like in
don't like
folklore?
garlic on their food. We'll still say that. I like that.
Okay, so just like Isli, I'm gonna pick a grape from the table and stealthily cast prestidigitation to make it taste like garlic, and put it on the table again.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, there's no weaknesses to garlic. In D&D.
Sleight of hand, it's
You might like
23.
dislike it.
Okay. Well, that's good. Their passive perception, as is, was 17. So they
Running
did
water.
notice Eatsley's, but they don't notice yours. It just looks like you pick up one of the grapes, you look at it, you look disgusted, and you put it back.
Yeah, and he starts laughing a little bit.
Tristan does?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Are you guys done screwing with the food, or can we do what we came here for yet?
What did
Well,
you keep
Itzley
it for
still
again?
tries to jump up on the table and tell a story if he gets the chance.
Yeah, he did already. Yeah. Again,
Okay, cool.
while you were doing that, the vampire gave you a look.
Okay.
Did you cast your persuade group when you did that?
No, I'm just gonna do a normal performance. No magic intent on top of that.
Okay. Very nice. You finish, and there's just a little bit of a feint from a few
I'll take it.
creatures. Mainly a couple of the zombies, or not zombies, the mummies, who are just like, just very slow and labored, slapping their hands together.
Right.
But a number of them did seem to enjoy it. The Cyclops didn't really understand the story altogether. But it is at this
Yeah,
point
not-
that the
Sorry, go ahead.
group of zombies does come out. As the door slams open, and they are beginning to carry a few trays of food. Well, a few of them are carrying trays of food. Of the 7, 2 of them are carrying plates and placing them one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way down. And you notice at this point that when they take the plate, they put their 4 fingers on top in the very center of the plate and smack it down on the table. They're wiping their hands all over these plates, and it leaves these huge smudges on the plates as well as they are slamming one down at a time. But they make their way down, and then these zombies over here, actually 2 of them did stay in the kitchen. These 2 are carrying huge piles of what appears to be some sort of yellowish kind of, maybe mashed potatoes, maybe mac and cheese. You have no idea.
Austin, just to let you know that Brandon's back.
Oh, hello, Brandon. Okay. What you missed is that you guys were told about the, that the sort of lord of the manor and the, head of the Mages Guild here in Thornapple is the host of tonight's party, and he will be out and, speaking before everyone's dinner. But now it appears that dinner is, being ready to be served. So, what do you
Mute.
guys want to do?
You're mute, Brandon. Brandon, we
Yeah,
can't hear you.
he's not muted. He knows. I think he knows.
Still can't hear him.
No. Should we just sit at the table?
You guys can if you guys want. As you guys look around, it appears as though the rest of the creatures, the monsters standing around you, are still standing for a majority of them. They're all standing and talking in their groups. You guys feel very uncomfortable in the situation. It seems as though all the pairs of monsters have stood up and are talking to each other. It is also at this point...
No, it's high school all over again.
Yeah.
The jocks are hanging out.
This is also at this
I
point...
do have can I be stood in the corner piece that's in between that big keg and the wall? Just so that I have a view of all three entrances?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and that is perfect. Thank you, Austin.
No problem.
Maybe one more space back.
One space back. All right, but your
I'm in the corner.
your view to the fourth entrance will be blocked then, just to let you know.
That's okay. I'll still be able to
See the other three. Yes.
see the other three, and then no one can see me from that fourth entrance anyway.
Fair enough.
Tristan
Correct.
is gonna look at the group and ask, does anyone have an empty bottle? Of any kind?
Why?
Things? Does anyone have one?
Sorry, have what?
A bottle? An empty bottle?
No, I do not.
I have 3, but I want to know what they're being used for.
I wanna get some water from the elemental.
Absolutely not. I will not give
I'm
you
gonna ask
anything.
first. I'm gonna ask first.
No, that's a bad idea.
Okay, Austin, is there any bottle on the table?
I've got a water skin you can use.
Go ahead and make a perception check for us.
It's 19.
You do see mainly a few tankards that are empty. But you do see one potion or ale bottle that is uncorked with the cork on the side of it and appears to be empty.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that and walk to the elemental and ask, show the bottle and ask, may I? And I look for any kind of reaction.
Can I drink you?
Yeah. Do you speak?
I only speak common and elvish.
And you just say, may I?
Yeah, and I show the bottle. It's for science. I look back at the group and say, it's for science.
What language do you speak?
Does science even exist yet?
Common and elvish.
It's
You
called
just-
alchemy.
You just hear him as the water continues to move around. You could not understand what he just said if he spoke.
I do have
I
to
can.
ask. Yeah,
No, that's
Zach would
right. That's
probably
reading.
know.
Never mind.
That's
not
only written.
speech.
Well, no. As a Genasi, don't you speak primordial?
I do.
He is not speaking primordial.
He isn't. Interesting.
So
Probably
I'm gonna
not
take
aware.
that as a yes, and I start casting shape water to take a and put it on the bottle.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, that counts as a
He
sneak
didn't attack
attack. That counts as a sneak attack. Do us a favor. Go ahead and cast shape water. That is an action to cast. You move water. I'm trying to think of how this works in way of.
Yeah, it doesn't do damage.
Not to a human.
Yeah, you're taking part of an elemental's body.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a whole new set of damage things. Oh,
Zash is
interesting.
loving it though. Keep going.
Mira's gonna put a
Understood.
hand on her hip where her rapier should be, but no one can see.
3d8.
Wait, 3d8 what? It doesn't even do
You
damage.
did 17 points of damage to the water elemental. As you took a portion of his body, the water elemental, he screams out in pain. All of a sudden, every single creature looks your guys' way and begins walking over toward you, including the vampire.
Oh,
Why
I'm
is this
sorry, I'm
Is
sorry,
this
I'm
happening
sorry.
now?
And I start putting the water back. I'm sorry,
Well,
I'm so sorry.
before you do that, I need you to roll initiative to see if you do that before he attacks.
Okay.
That was a sneak attack round. This is the action round.
Ooh, that would be a 13.
Alright, you beat his dex initiative. What do you say?
He wouldn't understand me, would he?
He would
Would
understand.
my water elemental understand me? The one I can summon?
Yeah. It understands your basic commands, I believe. Let me double check.
Would he understand if I told him to tell the big guy I'm sorry? To speak with him in elemental?
Aquan is their language.
Yeah, Aquan. I'm gonna try anyway.
Alright.
Tris is gonna try. He quickly shuffles his pockets for the candle and uses prestidigitation to light it,
Okay.
and asks the water elemental to just say to him, I'm sorry. And I pour the water back.
You give it to the water elemental.
Yeah, I just ask my water elemental to tell the big one I'm sorry, and I throw the water back at him.
Okay.
In most cultures, if you throw water in someone's face, it is an insult.
He's made of water. Oh, he cloned. Okay.
You summon your water elemental as the creature looks down at the water elemental. You try to send this psychic information to the water elemental as the water elemental begins to say something, it would seem, to him. As you toss back the water, it gets absorbed right in and ripples around the body of the water elemental as it reforms into his body. As the water elemental quickly makes his way over to the opposite end of the room away from you, he does not seem hostile anymore. But not your friend either.
I just look at mine and thank you. I don't know what you said, but thank you. And I... Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna ask my elemental, would you mind getting in this bottle? And show the bottle to my elemental.
Getting in this bottle?
Yeah, like trying to do the same thing I did with the big guy, but not forcing him. Not using shape water.
As the water elemental just takes a step back.
Fine, and can I unsummon him?
No, I'm pretty sure he's there for the minute. Also,
Okay.
how did you light the candle, by the way?
With prestidigitation.
Fair enough. Gotcha. Alright.
Cool, now my elemental doesn't like me.
quite possible. Oh boy, that was something. That could have been really bad. Oh, you guys have no idea.
Oh yes.
Um,
Well, I would just keep casting shape water to take water out of his body. Because 18 damage is a lot.
yeah, well, yeah. That was 3d8. One of them was a nat 8. The other ones were higher, 5 and 4, so that was above average roll for sure. So now it appears that everyone, having calmed down, especially the zombies and everyone else, are slowly making their way over to the tables. Do you guys follow?
And I hope this does not mean we have to eat.
Can pretend.
Tristan is cowering behind Jax.
I'm gonna lag behind and see which seats are taken, just so I don't sit in between someone and cause a stir, like take someone's seat.
Okay.
Because I don't know if the seats are assigned or not.
From what you can tell, it doesn't really seem so. However, the first two to sit are the two vampires on each side of the table like this. There are two of the servants. I can't really place them on the seat, so I'm just going to go like that, sort of. Only two of the goblins sit down.
Are they dressed differently than the other goblins?
Only two of the mummies sit down, and one of them stay. Good question. Go ahead and make a perception check.
I just want to know if there's like some class system or something. 6.
6. They look to be wearing pretty much just as ragged clothing.
Okay.
They all look rather stained clothing. Jesus. Anyway, okay. This is not fun right now. Not having fun, tabletop sim. Okay.
You can just pretend they're sitting down.
Yep, they're all sitting down. They're all sitting down on that side, and we're going to focus in on this side over here. All right. There are 4 tables, or 4 chairs left here. The mummy is taking up this chair here, and there's a chair over here. And then the vampire right here. This is the other vampire who you guys have not seen in human form yet. She transformed, and she looks rather similar to the first male, but she has very, again, high cheekbones, sunken-in cheeks, sort of sunken-in eyes, but a level of beauty about her as well, with long brown hair that flows down. And she is also wearing a cape, but it does not have the back. Like the hood bit that sticks up with a male vampire. So there are 4 seats here, and 1 seat there.
Yeah, Tristan is not sitting at the table.
Tristan's not sitting? Alrighty.
No. He's gonna stand behind where Jax is sitting. Behind the chair.
Alright. Where does Jax, Itzley, and Jax sit?
Zash sits on. Well, it's hard to tell where everyone else is sitting.
Does anyone have a problem with that?
Zash sits at the end of the far right of the table.
Alright.
I was gonna say at the head, but I didn't realize there was a mummy in it.
Oh, do you instead sit at the head chair?
Oh yeah, that one then.
Oh, okay.
Before he can walk over, I'm gonna try and grab his arm to keep him from going there.
Okay. Go ahead and make
I know where I'm going.
Dex against
Well, just
Dex,
like
I
to
guess.
not to like forcefully grab him, just to like grab onto him so I can tell him something before he goes over there. It's not threatening.
Okay, I thought you were trying to stop me. Gotcha.
Dex against Dex, I guess.
All right. Straight Dex.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be implying that I'm stopping it?
That you're continuing to walk as your regular dexterity is
Oh, fair enough.
continually
7.
swaying your arm.
18.
18. You grab onto his arm. Strength against dex would be you trying to get out of it.
Gotcha.
Sash. And I kind of like lean him over so I can whisper in his ear.
Okay.
Zash, usually the head of the house or the host sits at the front, at the head of the table.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
do
think
know
that
a
would
thing
be
or
a-
two about etiquette.
I don't think that would be a wise call, considering Tristan made us hostile briefly.
We want to meet the host, don't we?
We don't want to piss the host off and keep him from helping us get your soul back.
He keeps moving.
Okay.
He
No,
doesn't
I'm
sit at the head of the table, though. He stands behind the chair.
Okay. With the two ghouls.
Oh, look, a free
servants to your
seat.
side.
And Tristan goes to the edge of the table.
Like to the head?
Yeah, it's the head.
I'm
Zash
sitting at the
pushes-
seat closest to the door.
Zaz
Oh,
pushes
that works.
Tristan out of the way once he gets close.
Oh, okay.
What? Are you gonna sit here?
This is for the host.
So why are you here?
To be polite. Stop messing with things, or I'll knock you out.
Fine, fine. And I go back to behind Jax.
Alright.
Sorry.
It's at this point that the two vampires are eyeing each other and just curious about the situation. So, are you sure you don't want to sit down, Tristan? There's another seat available.
Yeah, no, he's gonna wait behind Jax.
Alright. It's at this point that this little water leaper ends up going over here by the seat. And you all take your seat.
I was going to take the seat closest that
To
was
the end.
left, closest to the door.
Fair enough. Well, then he took the one between you and Jax. Alright. And that's a mess. We're not going to talk about that. What is under here? Ah, a chair. There we go. Alright. You guys all sit down as one by one. Yeah. The ghoul comes up behind each and every one of you, holding a giant platter of some sort of foul-smelling meat. But it's hot, steamy, and still looks
That's
edible.
worse. That's not better. That's worse.
It looks edible. The main thing that you're having difficulty with is the smell of the ghoul as he reaches over and slides that slimy bit of meat now as it just and plops down onto your plate. Then he moves around and goes down the row over to Jax, then down over to the water leaper, who begins digging right into it, over to Mira, over to the mummies. The mummies enjoy it greatly. And it's about at this point where these two ghouls over here at the head open up the doors, and you guys see this army of skeletal soldiers begin to move in. With their bones clinking with every step that they take. This army of skeletons. Trying to find the right. Yeah, we'll go back to this. Army of skeletons leading something behind them for sure. Here we go. Going one at a time, side by side. It is there that you guys see walk up right behind Zash. Zash, do us a favor. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yep,
I
14.
think I realize what's going on.
14.
The door did creak open. But...
The door creaked open, and it was just to see if you were taken over by the sight of all the skeletal ghouls as they marched around the table from behind you, to see if you noticed. But you did notice that what they were leading, thank you, was a giant mummy sorcerer, overshadowing most of all humanoids. Well, all humanoids. Overshadowing even Jax's figure.
Wait, did you say a mummy sorcerer?
Mm-hmm.
Please let us fight Mumra. Please. Please.
I think it's a leech. Like, he can help us with souls. Not this stuff. Let's hope it's not.
Or it might be a mummy lord. You never know.
Yeah.
It's a mummy lord. Do us a favor. I want everyone to go ahead and make our Arcana check. And you are left at the side there.
13.
That is my best bonus, and I rolled a natural 1.
Ah, we're twins. I rolled a 1 too.
So 6, I guess.
I
15 for Jax.
13.
I rolled a 2. It literally hit 20 and then made a little tiny bounce to 2, so 3 for me.
So anyone above 18?
Nope.
No. Alright. You guys just see this as a strange looking mummy that walks into the room with its army of soldiers at its side in command. Yeah, you're
Don't we
really
know,
not sure what else
Like
to
the
make.
Mage Guild, though?
One more time, you cut out a bit.
Don't we know it's the Mages Guild, though? And
You
he's
do.
like the head.
You do. You
So we
definitely
can
get
know.
the idea that he is the head of this Mages Guild. Certainly with the presentation and the fanfare of it all.
So he's a mummy and he's a powerful magician. We know that much just by context.
Yes. But nobody knows how powerful a mummy magician can be.
Fair.
So yes, it is at this point that he begins to speak. Thank you all for coming to our celebration. We celebrate the beginning of the end. As we do every year, the crops die. The people ready to harsh out this winter. And the grounds decay and rot for life to begin anew next year. I see many familiar faces, he says, looking over at the vampires mainly, then the sorcerer next, then to other members of the grouping, certainly the water elemental, the goblin groups, the mummy groups, and I see some new ones as well. All are welcome. We enjoy the company. But what is it that brings you to us tonight?
Zash raises his hand and says, that'd be me. A funny story. I need a soul. I thought you'd be the one that could maybe help me, but I'm not sure you're very endowed in that department either, if you know what I mean. But maybe you can still help.
Quite. I would probably be your best bet, seeing as how I have lived far longer. He leans in real close, and the decay of his breath really fills the smell of the entire room, it seems to you. I have lived far longer than you could ever imagine. I have seen more than you could know, and my soul has been bound to this earth, certainly the longest. Don't judge without knowing. After all,
That was on
that
me.
is
I didn't
what
know
we
dead things
strive
had souls.
Do you say that?
No, that
Oh,
was
okay,
me. Like that was on
Okay.
me.
Gotcha. I didn't know if Zash said that. Gotcha. Yeah. Basically, souls are still bound to the creature even after the body dies with most, living undead things. The soul is still trapped within, for the most part.
Ah.
So he says, Why is it that you have lost part of your soul?
That's a long time, and I think all these creatures here might be upset if we made dinner wait on my story, but I'd gladly tell you when we have a second, if you don't mind.
Very well. And you are correct. Let us not hold back upon our mouth-watering feast that we have before us. Please all dig in, enjoy, and again, a happy fall beginning. And everybody raises up their goblets and begins drinking. Who eats?
Does the like? Oh, go ahead.
Fair enough. Yeah, before you guys eat too, you also have goblets full of, it looks like red wine. No odors that you can tell. Certainly not many would penetrate through the stench which has now filled the air of the ghouls that are standing along the walls of the room.
Take like a little sip to see if it's not gross, and if it's not gross, then I'll drink a whole bunch of it.
It
Because
is.
I'm not eating tonight.
It is very delicious. It is also
good.
heavily aged, but it aged like a fine wine.
Huh. Okay, so I'll have some of that, and then the food still smells like rotting flesh and stuff, right?
It does.
Quicker,
Okay, so I'm gonna like my best performance tonight will be me pretending to eat food.
There we go.
Mm.
Can I do an Arcana check on the wine?
Yes, you may. Also, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check then, Aidslee.
I am also going to pretend to eat as well.
Okay.
Sleight of hand from you as well.
It is.
That's what I'm good at.
24.
20 total.
24, 20 total.
Zash doesn't eat it.
Zash doesn't eat. Fair enough.
Zash
You
isn't
probably
eating? Oh, isn't.
there aren't really any seats available as is.
Yeah.
Seeing as how the Water Leaper took your seat, you were able to get a free pass on that one. 24 and 20 total. Both of you are able to make it look like you're scorfing down the food without actually consuming any of it. Instead,
And I'm drinking all that wine.
It is falling onto your lap in the napkin.
And if I,
just
for me, if I can, I would probably be putting like, once the napkin is full, I'd probably put it into my bag of holding to like conceal all the evidence.
Fair enough. Very, very nice.
I got a 19 on the Arcana check.
Alright, you got a 19. You don't see any magical properties in particular about this wine. It seems very, very mundane aside from its probable rarity in its age. But you know for a fact that there's nothing magical
Tristan
about
just
it.
stays
and no-
quiet then.
Okay. Yeah, no magical alterations with it. Of course, the rest of the food has been cleared away. You guys do not have the trays of either raisins, which had been taken away, and it did not seem that anyone aside from yourselves had eaten any. And not just the raisins, what was I thinking of? The cheese, the smelly cheeses had been taken away as well. There we go. Alright, you guys get through the dinner. Does Jax eat anything?
No, he's not gonna eat. And he's not gonna hide that he's pretending to eat or anything either. He's just not gonna eat.
Alright. Alright, fair enough. You guys all get done with the evening. Please, everyone make your way into the study. I will be joining you all there very shortly. If you would like now, Fire Elemental, we could speak. He says, saying that to Zash. You find it sort of weird that he calls you a Fire Elemental.
Yeah, he's not sure whether to be offended by that or not, but he lets it go because this guy could probably like crush him with a snap, Thanos style. But I mean, I don't like. I'm not gonna like tell the whole story here or anything. That's a waste of time. But he recounts everything that's happened, leading up to the dude reviving him, saying that he was going to hold on to part of the soul, and then killing him, and basically, losing that part of his soul that the guy had.
Okay. Yeah, he asked you to stay behind at the dinner as well, and that's where you guys more so talk about that. Everyone else makes their way over to the study and out of the room. Who all stays? Who all heads to the study?
I'm gonna go to the study.
Yeah, same.
Are Zash and the dude talking in here? Or are they
Yes,
going
they're
to
talking in here.
Then I'll hang out in here.
All right.
Oh yeah. Also, I tell him about the hammers. I forgot about them.
All right. And how about how about Tristan?
Tristan's just gonna follow Jax.
Okay, Jax is staying, so is Tristan. Right, and so we have Tristan's water elemental, Tristan, Jax, and Zash staying behind. We have the mummies, the goblins, and the cyclops are all in the study as well. And you all walked around this way, out to the study.
If there are any bookshelves, I'm gonna start looking at titles.
Okay.
Ooh.
3 hammers high. I suppose it would be worth considering to replace a missing piece of one's soul. The piece of your soul that is gone has passed beyond this realm. When you died, the only way to get it back would be to entirely pass away. Then you will be whole in the afterlife, or to fill it with an unwritten soul, which that would work with the hammers. These hammers are in places you will not like, though.
What else is new?
No, I mean you really will not like it, Fire Elemental. For the first hammer is in the Aquadrian plane. Well, quadrian domain, he says. He doesn't say plane. Domain.
Like down under, right? Not on the surface or anything like that.
Very, very deep below. Yet the hammer sits very high above. It is a quest that you must take to the city of Aquarius to grab the first hammer.
Huh. Cool. Well, what about that pass away option? If I were to just die completely, could I still be brought back?
You would
Not having
need
this
to
water thing.
die.
That's awesome.
You could die, and if you do, your soul will take time to fuse. Time that no real magic on this world would be able to bring you back after. Your soul would
That
heal,
sounds about right.
but you would not be able to come back. At least... He chuckles a little bit. At least not how you'd think.
So you're saying there's a way?
There are always ways. There are many ways. Again, you could find the hammers. You could steal another soul. You could go back to that soul of the one you destroyed. There would be ways to bring him back as well. You could let yourself pass, allow the years of soul mending to happen, and then return, if you wish, but you might smell different.
How have you stuck around?
My soul has been bounded to this earth with a very strong and ancient magic. Magic handed down from the dragons themselves to the mortals upon this world. And only that of a demigod knows the abilities I have.
He thinks to himself, so this isn't out loud. I wonder if my mom could help me with that. He fiddles with the plane shift necklace he's got. Thinks about just bamfing out right now, but he's not done with this conversation, so probably not a good idea. But just passing thought.
Okay.
Oh, also, is the water elemental dude? Is he in here? Like, I see his figure.
No, that's not his figure. That's Tristan's water elemental.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The water... He's not a water elemental. He's a water elemental gargantuan or something like that. And he is
Okay.
also in the other room.
Okay, cool. So, would your monsters here be willing to help me on this quest? I saw you had a giant water guy that, let's just say wasn't a big fan of my friend, but I'm not him.
He could give you some more information, I suppose, but has his own life to leave after this evening as well. And I suppose there is a bit more information I could give you about the three hammers as well, but Any further information would require participation on your end as well.
What kind of participation?
An errand, you might say? You wouldn't have to go far.
Everybody's got a fetch quest.
Nice.
What is it?
My beloved was going to join for this evening as well. Her slumber lasted a little bit longer than we expected due to some of her aides and soldiers becoming a little bit feral, you might say. She is in the catacombs in the basement below. If you wouldn't mind bringing her out for this evening's celebration, I'm sure she would love the party, and I would be so thankful.
That doesn't sound so bad, but just so we're being thorough, why can't you go down there?
Well, me
Or
and
any of
what-
your people?
Me and what army? My people knew those people very well. It would be so hard on all of them to have to fight their way through it. Seeing as how you have no attachment and seem like you'd have the temperament capable for such things, I'm sure it would be an easy enough errand for you.
So go down into the basement, kill all the friends of your friends here, and wake your wife up.
Oh, my wife is probably already awake. All you need to do is find her and bring her back.
I'm personally still confused why she can't come through. I assume everyone down there is hostile towards her as well.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. As long as my friends are willing to accompany me, then
Of course.
I don't see a problem with it.
I'd recommend the assistance, in fact.
Yeah.
Very well. He holds out his hands and claps. It's at this point that the soldiers of army skeletons, or army skeleton soldiers, there we go, begin marching their way through the doors that the Lord had come through. They begin marching into the room in here. It's at this point that one of the skeletal soldiers begins to speak in sort of a shrill tone. With those accompanying the fire genasi, come with us. You guys have no idea what
I wasn't
this is
done
about.
eating, but I guess.
During this time, did I find any books? I don't know if there's a bookshelf in there.
It's a study. There are a number. There are. It's not shown because of problems with the textures, but yes.
Were there any interesting books?
Go ahead and make a. Yeah, we'll give it your favorite perception check.
5.
You did not find any interesting books at all.
That's fine.
If you will follow me now, Fire Genasi and friend, he says while also pointing to Zash and Tristan. How long does your water elemental last, Tristan? Fred?
I don't think you told me.
I'm pretty sure it lasts for a minute.
Yeah, you just told me I can only use once per day.
Once per day, and I'm pretty sure it lasts for a minute. Oh geez, this is not helpful information at all. Ring of Water command. Conjure elemental spell. Here we go. Yeah, casting time. Oh wait, duration for 1 hour. It takes a minute to cast. Oops, I think we've been using that wrong. Oh well, since you just have to light it in order to summon it, that's the way that we've been working around that. Okay, yeah, that's fair. So casting time is just lighting the candle, and it lasts for an hour. Cool. All right, you guys.
I can't unsummon him. Like send him away.
I would say. I would say that you could blow out the candle in order to unsummon it.
Okay, and is it always the same elemental, like or is it a different one each time?
Go ahead and roll straight up knowledge for us. Oh, jeez, come on.
Okay. Where's knowledge? Where's knowledge?
Intelligence is what I meant, but
Oh, natural one.
natural one. All right. It always looks like the same exact guy. Just the same dude over and over.
On the way towards Ashes, I start apologizing to him.
To Zash?
No, to the water elemental.
Oh,
We're trying to get him the bottle.
gotcha. All right. Yeah, the group of you went through the kitchen following the zombie lord, the mummy lord. As he comes over here to a tomb, which you guys see, and on this crypt is a casket which he had, you would assume, risen out of at some point, probably recently. Good. Is this all of you that will be participating?
Excuse me?
This is
Did
about as
Zash
many as we have.
What did you say, Rachel? Sorry, you cut out.
I said this is about as many people as we have.
And for those of you who don't know, your friend here needed some information, so for me, all of you are going to go grab my wife. That is all. Bring her up to this level of the house, and I will be very appreciative. But look out. There are many, and as he's talking, he takes his staff. He sort of, like, imprints it up into one of the pieces, and a number of the spokes sticking out match up perfectly with that of the side pillar. And as he pushes it, the crypt begins moving, and it reveals a spiral staircase underneath. It will be very
Yeah, it
nice.
does.
Are you all ready?
Itzley has a book out and he starts writing. Itzley and the Snakelets, as he makes up a horrible name, proceed to go to the dungeon. He leads his men with courage, strength, and conviction.
I'm sorry, I didn't really get the reason. Why can't your wife come up herself?
Oh, her.
I don't mean to be rude, but it is her house.
Her servants have gone a little aggressive.
Any particular reason?
Just keep in mind, anyone down there you don't need to worry about harming. Fair?
How
I
many
guess-
servants does she have?
How many what?
How many servants does she have?
Oof. A dozen? Maybe? Maybe less. Maybe more. Have fun.
Does she take care of the payroll, or do you? Someone should probably know the exact number for tax purposes.
I believe the payment is saving our friend's soul.
No, I meant the servants.
Oh,
I believe
they're
their
more
payment is just
indentured.
being kept alive.
Indentured.
Yes.
While this is happening, Jax is going to cast Aid on Zash, Mira, and Eatsley. So everyone gets 5 temporary hit points for 8 hours.
Ooh, thanks.
That's helpful.
Did Tristan get that?
Would
Or is it
anyone
just
else like to
Mira
cast
and
anything
Sleep?
before you guys advance? This is the marching order right now with Jax up in the front, the Water Elemental and Tristan, Zash, then Mira and Itzley.
Yeah, don't give the guy with the lowest HP in the party the temporary hit points.
I'm pretty sure you should have like the second highest. You have a D10 for hit die, don't you?
I have a 53. I'm the lowest one.
No, you're not.
Am I not? Oh, like no, yes I am. Oh no, you have 47, yeah. But like easily has a 70.
I like
All
to
right,
imagine-
I have
Please.
Yeah, I'm a
54.
level up, technically, probably why. You don't have to give it to me. You can give it to... Yeah.
Fine, I will retcon. It'll go
No,
to
problem.
Tristan.
Take those 5 hit points. I ain't one anyway.
Oh, there were definitely werewolves upstairs too at the party. I forgot to mention.
Oh,
You
okay.
should have mentioned that sooner.
I know. I'm
How?
sorry. They'll be more prominent after you guys do this, if you survive, of course.
Were they offended by my cloak?
No, they were not. Luckily.
Okay, shall we go in?
We shall. Jax will lead the way.
I'm staying in the back with Itzley.
Draws his sword and whispers Badger.
Tristan goes for the rapier. He realizes it's not there and just pulls the dagger out.
Zash
And
lights
all
the
this
way.
time we didn't buy you another rapier.
No, no problem.
All right.
Yeah, I take out. I kind of stop Tristan for a second. I look at his dagger and I take out the war pick that I got from that Duragar. Hemeth.
Ooh,
I don't know if he can use it, but I'm like, it's better than nothing.
yeah.
Oh, this dagger is the dagger of venom, so it's not just a regular dagger. It's probably stronger than my rapier. But
I'm pretty sure daggers are a D4.
yeah, but it can deal 2d10 poison damage once per day.
Is that going to
What?
be effective against undead?
No idea.
Do any of us know anything about undead?
Well, you're the paladin.
I don't know how often I've dealt with undead, though.
I'm still giving you the war pick.
Oh, thank you very much. And he picks the war pick, and to not make Mira embarrassed, he starts using the war pick and pulls the dagger back.
You can always two weapon
What's the
fight.
stats?
Is that right? Or is the war? I don't know. The war pick probably isn't light. Never mind.
Yeah, it's just common, just standard common. It does a 1d8 plus strength.
Oh, I'm
And-
proficient with it. It's okay.
Yeah, as long as you're proficient with it, it just adds your strength modifier, and then you attack with strength plus proficiency.
Okay, thank you.
Question about undead, actually.
Mm.
Can they take necrotic damage?
Depends on which it is.
Okay. Because I mean, I think of that as like basically undead damage, but Chill Touch says if you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. So it's like it sounds like it has an extra bonus against undead, which makes me think it would work against them.
Yeah.
So I
would.
I wasn't sure.
Necrotic touch, yeah, it you're draining the life out of something. That doesn't mean that something that's already undead is immune to it. And most of the time, it does extra damage to them.
Cool. Then I'm ready.
Cool. All right. So who's first to step through this doorway? And what do you guys want? Actually, you know what? Off the bat, I want everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. Not just for the marching order, but to see how everybody moves through here.
10.
14 for Jax.
Also 10.
Initiative, that's a 6.
Whoa. Oh, I had the best initiative so far.
I'm rolling terribly tonight.
24 for Itzley.
Jeez.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Fred, what's your bonus?
For initiative,
Yeah.
it's a +4.
So, Itzley.
All right. Mine's a +2.
24.
So.
What was yours, Jax?
14.
14. Tristan was how much?
10.
Between Tristan and Zash, who went first?
Tristan.
Okay, yeah, I
Because
got
his
a
initiative's higher.
Jax is 10. And Mira, 7?
6.
6. All right. I think that's all of you. Yes. And the water elemental will go on your turn, Tristan. Same with puppies, if you bring
Okay.
them about, Zash. So it starts up with Itzley. Itzley, what would you like to do? How would you like to proceed?
Itzley's going to stay right where he is in the back.
Okay.
And he's going to strum his mandolin just a little like a warm-up thing, very nice and light. And he's going to cast protection from good and evil through the mandolin. And I don't know if I'm allowed to do it to multiple people or not, so I'm just checking because I've never used this before. From protection from evil and good.
Do us a favor. Go ahead and make a
Oh,
stealth check.
it's
for us
touch.
with Mandolin.
So I would do that on my own. A stealth check. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to play softly, aren't I? Not pretty good. I get a +5 on this. This Jack of all trades thing is badass. 21.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. All right, nice.
Yeah, rolled a 16, but let me just read it. Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types. Blah 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 blah. The protection grants several benefits. Can't be charmed, frightened, possessed by them, and disadvantage on attack rolls against me. From evil, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead. Ooh, undead's in there. Good.
I was
It only
gonna
lasts
say
10 minutes, too.
otherwise. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Unfortunately, it's only one target, so I just cast it on myself, and then I'll sit tight.
All right. And you sit tight there. Next up then is Jax.
I head in my 30 feet, see what I see.
You head, well, actually, with this, and oh, this isn't the one that had the circles of distance. Damn. 2 squares is 5 feet for right now because you guys are very large considering. So yeah, 2 squares. Well, no, a square is still 5 feet. I'm just gonna scale you guys down. What?
Okay, so while you do that, I can only cast the shield spell on myself, right?
Read it for me.
1 second. It's the description just says you get a +5 to AC. So I don't know if I can cast on someone else. It says an invisible magical barrier, magical force appears and protects you.
Yeah, that's it. Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so from here you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Right out the door, you see 3 openings. One to your left, one straight ahead, and with a little doorway, but it looks like a ruined wall almost, because then there's also an opening that leads off into a foyer here. Do us a favor, go ahead and make 2 rolls. First one is stealth. You're shaking in your boots as you look around.
9.
9?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20. So you definitely notice it as this skeleton zombie notices you right off the bat.
And I've already moved my whole movement.
Correct.
Okay.
You also notice that beyond him are just the echoes of growls, snarls, and noises that fill up all of the rooms.
That's the way I'm at it. Wish I could rage right now.
It looks like an army of undead that had been lost down here and gone mad in their abandoned stations.
Pretty badass. Okay.
So far, only one has noticed you. It is this guy, and you noticed him noticing you. But does he
Okay.
know that you know that he knows that you know? All right. Would you like
Either
to do anything else on your turn?
I am going to hold my action. If he comes within range or any other undead comes within range, I will swing at them.
Okay.
And I'm also... I really want to provoke him to come near me, but I also don't want to alert all the other skeletons, so I will not. But I want to. So I'll just hold my action if anything comes within range.
All right. Next up after you then is Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan's just gonna follow Jax. And yeah, do I still have some movement, or is that all of it?
It's all your movement to get 5 feet behind him.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stay there.
All right. Next up after Tristan is Zash. Zash? Justin?
I'm gonna move up as close as I can get to Jax.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. You get right by Tristan.
That's what I meant.
Would you like to dash? You could dash and stand right next to him at just beyond the doorway.
Is it? I assume it's an action to like send my puppies out, right?
Correct. It's an action
Okay.
to summon or unsummon them.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
my elemental follows me.
So can I just do the one movement and then send them out in the doorway in front of me?
It would be in a within 5 feet range of you. 5-foot range of you.
Right. Oh yeah, I guess I'm not in that space. Well, that's fine. Just near the doorway then.
Alright. Then your puppies. Are right there. Alright. Next up after Zash is Mira.
Do they not get a turn when they're summoned? I don't know how that works.
Correct. Yeah,
Takes the action to summon them, or
it
takes my action
his
to summon
action
them.
to summon them.
okay.
I don't know. I'm wondering on familiars. When you summon familiars, usually they'd get their own thing. But since I'm doing
Right.
it on yours, it would
guess I
be
can-
the next round. Because usually with the familiar, you summon them, then they roll initiative, and then in the next turn of combat, they get the chance to go, unless their initiative happens to be a bit lower than yours.
I thought they just went on your turn. Like, with you, like you said. Yeah.
They get their own turn.
Oh, okay.
Currently
Same.
playing a wizard.
You do get their own turn. I think he's just putting them on at the same time as you, and since you didn't summon them before the combat, it's probably why he's making it happen next round.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because they would do their own initiative, and more often than not, their turn wouldn't happen until next round anyway. If we did do separate initiatives, so I'm gonna say that they do not get a turn this round. Next up would be Mira.
Well, the doorway is crowded as hell, so I can't get through there. So I'm going to get up within, I guess, 30 feet of the doorway, where I'm at least 30 feet away. I don't know how far I am right now on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, I'm not moving up closer. I'm getting so within, I can see, I'm at a range where if something comes through the door, I can shoot it from 30 feet away. So I might be good where I was.
If they come through the door, then yeah, here, but the door will still block for a little bit. If they're standing in this 5-foot cube right here, they'd be hidden by that door.
Okay, so put me back where I was. I want to be able to hit something that comes through that door, but be hidden from that person's view.
Yeah, I'd say about there would be good. Your line.
I mean, being 30 feet away. If I was fine where I was, that they can't see me until they come out and I can shoot. I'm trying to be surprised that they don't see me if someone comes through. Where I was next to Itzley.
Where you were? Okay.
Yeah. If I can shoot, if I'm 30 feet away from the spot right where the door was and they don't really see me, then I'm just going to stay where I am.
You're not quite 30 feet away. I would suggest getting over here first off because you didn't have line of sight because of this wall. But there you would. And you
would they still be able to see me?
Probably not until they start heading that direction, but once they do, they will.
All right,
Like
so I'm gonna stay there and hold a crossbow bolt and shoot as soon as I see anything hostile.
Additionally, you could just move right here and use your action to hide. Or bonus, I mean, action to hide.
Yeah, I guess I'll go there, use my bonus to hide, and then hold an action to shoot anything that I see come through there that is not my friends.
All right. After your turn, then,
I'll roll my stealth.
Yes.
21.
All right, nice. Yeah, with their passive. Yeah, well done. Yeah, after you, Mira, is this guy who noticed Jax walking through. He was 10, 15, 20, right up next to you, and is going to make an attack. However, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's just moving around. This guy's just moving 10, 15. There's sort of 5, 10, 15. over here, just wandering about aimlessly. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, okay. You will be staying there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right there. And he moves out from there. Alright. And that's all one thing of turns. So, he's going to make an attack against you.
AC is 20, just so you know.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? There we go. Alright. He's going to make it with his short sword. 20. 16 plus 4. That hits.
It does, just hits.
Alright. Reach 5 foot.
What's that?
1d6 plus 2. Six. Sorry. So he comes up and he slams down his sword. Ching! Most of it just bounces off the armor on your plate, but some of it still digs in, certainly into the chainmail, dealing 8 points of piercing damage as it slashes you. Just a tip slashes down, making a good bit of an incision there across it and breaking a few links of the chainmail. That is it for his turn, though. Yes, next up is all these guys. Do us a favor. Yeah, no, actually, they're just gonna move 5, 10, 15. And really, the only one I would think that would even have a chance would be this guy here. We're gonna roll perception for him. And your last one was 9, I think. Yeah, so upon the end of his turn, he's gonna go 15. He only has 15 more feet of movement. However, he's gonna use his action and dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 and get right up by you. Right there, and that is it for his movement. Next up top of initiative is Itzli once again. You guys hear the growling right outside the door. Tristan, Zash, and the puppies are all able to see what Jack sees outside. The water elemental has not moved Tristan, but Itzli and Mira are only able to hear what's going on. And you did hear the clatter of sword fighting, sort of.
Okay. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, one second.
No worries.
Whew. That was good. Okay. So I can't see anything, so I'm gonna move. Let me see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I move 30, I can move to the door slightly. That's what do I see there on the inside of the door? I see a fire elemental, and who is sideways?
That is Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan.
Sorry, Tristan and is that Zash? That's not Zash. What's the fire elemental?
Zash.
Is it just me or is
Oh, it is,
just
it is,
really
okay.
small?
I think we all got shrunk a bit.
Yes, but only down to the size of this map because I didn't shrink you guys before that. You guys should all be relevant in size to each other and the room.
I can get
Jax is
almost
flying a little
beside
bit at the moment.
them, right?
That's just because he's... you could move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5 feet back.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there, and I can't see anyone through the door though, can I?
No.
Like any enemies?
Nope, nope, nope.
And I'm gonna hold an action as well for a rapier, just a strike with my rapier if anyone pops through the door.
Okay. Next up after Italy's Jax.
Okay, can I just step between them to go to the space diagonal from me? Like,
Yes,
stay
you
with
could.
range, I don't take any attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
And I'm going to take a swing at the one directly in front of me that's right next to the door.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. Where are these? Like +7 or 8 or something. Yeah. 22.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. Okay, so that is 14 slashing damage, and
Well, real quick, you come up, you let out a huge slash, and with just that swing, the bits and bones and metal clink down to the ground, and the skeleton falls dead.
and then the acid damage starts eating away at his bones. And then I turn to the
Starts
next one.
dissolving them.
Then I turn to the next one and take my second attack on that one.
Wow, nice.
Okay.
What are you attacking with?
What?
His
What are you attacking with? That's the
it's a-
acid sword, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a take on
Very
Flame
nice.
Dagger.
Flame tongue.
Yeah,
Called the acid
Flame
tongue.
Yeah,
Hang on, math.
Flame Tongue Dagger. Flame Tongue Sword.
Not as good. 14 total.
14 total.
Yeah.
All right, again, you come up, and the head goes flying and ting hits a wall and
Wait, that was
starts
to
rolling
hit.
on the ground. Oh, 14 to hit. Okay.
Yeah,
that hits.
Okay. That is 13 slashing damage and then 7 acid damage.
All right. Same thing. Again, it ting hits the wall. Do us a favor. Go ahead and make a stealth roll with disadvantage. Since you
Already
were in
roll with
combat.
disadvantage on stealth.
Huh?
Said I already have to roll with disadvantage on stealth because of the plate armor.
Fair enough.
That is a 6.
All right. Well, he can't move yet. He just moves that way. 2 and 3 here. Okay. This guy, so that I know, is there. And 1 and 2. All right. There we go. And these two ghouls, these two skeletons are dead. Nicely done. That is the end of your turn. After you, it is, I believe, Tristan. Yep.
It's me. I don't know what I can do.
You have your water elemental too.
Yeah. Can he attack range, like from distance?
You
Or
would need
just
to pull up
punch?
your water elemental sheet.
Oh,
D&D
yeah.
Beyond.
Yeah, no, he can only attack melee.
Okay.
Okay, so can I get to the skeletons from where I am?
Probably not. If you move 5, 10, you're out in the doorway. 15, 20, 25, 30, you'd be 10 feet away from the nearest skeleton. If you made a beeline. out
Okay,
the
how
doorway
many
toward him.
of them are there in a straight line?
Depending on how far you go. How far are you thinking?
The max I can.
4, maybe 5.
In a straight line from 30 feet from me?
Not from 30 feet from you. That's still.
No, like I go to my max walking range and 30 feet in front of me.
10, 15, 20. 30 feet in front of you. That's why I was asking how far of a distance. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you could only get one. That's if you move there. I'm going to move you back just because. I don't know yet.
Okay, can you show me that side again, please?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna use Earth Tremor at second level on the cluster on the back, the 5 guys.
What's your distance on Earth Tremor?
It doesn't say here, within range.
It should say a range on the spell
No,
itself.
you cause a tremor in the ground within range.
Yeah, but it on the spell's markings, it should have a range as to how far you can go.
Range area 10 feet.
But that's still not what.
Yeah, it doesn't say here. I'm gonna paste it on Discord. Because a tremor in the ground within range, each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. So I guess it's around me.
around him, around his location. So it'd be like a 10-foot sphere, I think, around him.
10-foot sphere.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we did this the other day. Okay, yeah, it's 10-foot sphere around you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna
didn't,
stand there. I can't do anything.
Yeah, or cast that.
Or you casted that in my campaign last
Yep.
year? Okay. Yeah. It's starting to seem familiar. It is worded weird. I get it.
Yeah, all my spells are close range. I'm just gonna stand there.
You're just gonna. Do you want to stay there though? 10 feet away from the
Yes.
skeleton. All right. Go ahead and make a stealth roll for us.
Okay. I should be good at those. Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
Plus 7.
Nice.
27.
Nice. Okay. These zombies that have noticed definitely notice you, but none of the other zombies take notice. Or not zombies, skeletons. There we go. Next up after Tristan is Zash. Well, wait, real quick, Tristan. Again, did
Yeah,
you
my
want to do anything
elemental
with
is
the
gonna
water elemental?
go. He's gonna go as close to me as he can.
15, 20, 25, 30. He can get in the doorway. He'll sword block it up. But he's made out of water, so hopefully he should be able to move through.
Yes, he can be on the same space as someone else.
Cool. Then it is Zash now.
So can I move through the doorway?
Yes. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. He can be on the same space as you. And you can pass through it.
Yeah, but there's a water elemental in it.
Yeah, but we just said that water elementals have the ability to be on the same space as another.
Yeah, no, I understand the logistics of it, but there's a water elemental in it.
Like against fire, he's mobile enough that he can move his form up and around you and not touch you.
Yeah, he
Is what I'm
can.
saying.
Okay, so as long as he
stay on
won't
the
touch
same
me, I'll
space.
move through.
Yeah, he'll like be an
That was the
amorphous
confusion.
blob and move around you is what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah, cool. All right.
So 5.
I just
10,
picture him like,
15.
can you please?
I see that. 15 is there. Where would you like to go from here? Come on, stand up.
My friggin' headphones. They won't stay connected. Oh dang, Chill Touch has a 120-foot range. All right, then.
Yeah, they need to rename that spell. It's not touch range.
Yeah, it's confusing because it's not ice and it's not a touch spell.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm just gonna reach out and just kind of like creepy touch the furthest away skeleton I can see, actually, because I don't need to be up front. Everyone else can handle the front stuff.
The furthest away you can see is definitely over in this room. This Zombo right here, this Skelly right here.
Okay. Then
What's your range on that?
120 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yep. All right, you're good. Cool.
Cool. Then yeah. regular attack. 24.
24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Kind of thought so.
Kind of thought so.
Nope, correct die. 9 damage.
9 damage.
And he has disadvantage, but he's not going to get up here. So
on attacks. Yeah, okay. So you hold out your hand as this green sphere of energy flies through just past this this little monolith thing here as it hits a zombie. I keep on saying zombie. Hits the skeleton.
it's actually a ghostly skeletal hand. So
Oh. Interesting. So this flying
I don't
skeleton
care.
hand flies through the air, with still like a green hue of smoke,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
imagine,
sure.
behind it. As it comes up and punches him really hard, in the chest, though, we'll say, not in the face. As it, he recoils from it, but he's looking pretty toughed up.
he's just like gitchy gitchy goo.
That
And
was
then the puppies will also go 30 feet up, like close to me, probably.
you only went 10 feet. Did you want to move somewhere else?
Oh. No, that's fine. I don't need to be any closer, but they'll go up.
They are by you right now. Which way would you like to go? Would you like to go to the left where there's a swarm of skeletons, or to the right where there's a swarm of skeletons?
Oh, so many choices.
Yep.
They're going to go towards the party, so left, I guess.
Left. 15, 20, 25, and 30. You can get right next to Tristan there.
Cool.
Oops.
And that's how far away?
He's 20 feet away from you.
The skelly?
5, 10, 15 feet away from the puppies. 5, 10, 15, yeah.
All right. Then they're going to do a fire ray against the skelly.
Alrighty, what is the distance on fire ray? It's a 5-foot beam, right?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, it doesn't say. It just says range spell attack, but it's range 30 feet.
Okay, never mind. Got it.
One target. So yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
not a.
Alright, go ahead and make that
Aw,
attack
man.
roll.
All right. That's a 13.
13 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
It landed on the 20 and then teetered over to 8.
Aw.
Grr. 3d6. Uh, 12 damage.
Alright. So
Nice.
this bit of fire sort of quickly shoots out of the puppy's center head as it flies up. It hits the skeleton and explodes almost in this blast of fire, and the skeleton is smoking at the hinges and at the metal. Its metal all looks burnt and rusted up, but it's still standing as he recoils from that one.
How come Jack's going to take everything out in one hit?
he had some really high numbers there on the damage amount. Your numbers are also quite good. That was just shy. Are you all done, Zash?
Yes.
Alrighty, Mira is up then.
Okay.
From your point of view, it seems that everybody's going out there, and you're hearing more of like explosions and of the zombies than you are from your team. So everything sounds like it's going pretty well on your guys' end.
Okay, I'm gonna use my 30 feet of movement to get close to the door.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You get right up there.
I'm gonna dash bonus action.
5, 10.
And is Zash blocking the door?
He just
I didn't
about
intend to
is.
be.
Yeah. He just about is.
Like-
I would say that with like a little
Can I try and
Like,
Well,
weasel
keep in
my way
mind I
through?
had
Yeah.
more movement. than
with
I
like a little
willingly
acrobatics thing, you could go through. And I
All
did
right, let
ask
me
if you
roll
wanted
acrobatics.
to move any more, Justin, and you said that you'll stay there, but the puppies will keep on moving.
Right, but I didn't realize I was blocking the door.
Yeah, but you guys can
It's okay.
see,
I can
can't
roll
you?
acrobatics to get through.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it's a 20 total. So I think it
Yeah,
would
yeah,
work.
you get through.
All right. So
So
how
you're
much
there.
movement do I have left after getting through?
20 more feet.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna
Do you
go
wanna
through that
to the left or
archway.
to the right? Okay. 5, 10, 15, and 20. Do us a favor, and Zash, I forgot to do this with you too. Zash, go ahead and roll stealth check with disadvantage. Same for the puppies.
Where I am right now, would I be in line of sight of that skeleton?
Which one?
The one that the puppies just attacked. Because I
The
can
one-
probably see that one. I don't know
There
how
are
well lit
two on
the
the
corridors
side.
are.
And yes, you are in line of sight of that guy. What were your stealth checks, Justin?
12.
That was you? Did you roll for the puppies as well with
Yes.
disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
Uh, 13.
All right. Let me just double.
How many are out there? Why was my accent terrible tonight? Sorry, guys. How many are out there? He says in his normal accent.
And real quick, Mira, you also go ahead and roll a stealth check, but you don't have disadvantage because you did not attack this turn.
23.
All right. So
And
I'll
I'm gonna
say-
shoot.
I'll say that you even get the chance to go there if you wish. 5 feet behind that pillar.
Well, am I within 30 feet of the guy that the puppies just attacked?
Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna shoot them. And am I?
Wait, didn't
Am I
you?
hidden?
Oh, you use your bonus action to dash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
As a rogue, that is what I do.
Go ahead and roll the stealth check again for me while it's fresh in our memory, then, to see with disadvantage what it was. Because it was 24 with disadvantage. What's your?
I thought you said I didn't get disadvantage because I didn't have to. I wasn't
Because you
attacking
didn't
yet.
attack, but you are attacking this round. I thought that was the end of your turn because I didn't remember that you did that as a bonus action, not an action to dash.
Do I do it after I attack them?
Yes.
Or. Okay, so let me attack first.
Okay.
And
I
this-
just wanted to
would
do it
this
while it
be-
was fresh in our memory, but fair enough.
Yeah, I'll definitely roll after that. But would I technically be hidden? Air quotes. I just want to know for sneak attack purposes.
You would not, because he saw you walk out the doorway. This guy has the attention of all of you, basically. The stealth roll's constantly rolling to see if any of these other guys who are walking around noticed a lot of you.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just attack. Oh, natural 20.
Nice. Very nice. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Yeah.
Double the dice, then add your other numbers.
Yeah, that's 8.
8 total?
Yeah, because I don't get sneak attack.
Alright, but still, as the singeing skeleton is trying to pat those away, just the rest of you just see as this arrow comes flying out of nowhere, goes flying up through the air and pins the skeleton's head on the wall right here, right next to the skeleton, who thankfully already noticed you guys. Now go ahead and we'll just say re-roll all the stealth rolls for us then. Since,
Okay, I'll reroll with disadvantage. You said I had 5 more feet, or was that for something different?
That was with a stealth roll. But again, we're re-rolling the stealth.
Well, I meant, did I have 5 more feet of movement left or not?
You did not. You went
Okay.
your maximum amount of distance.
Okay.
Again, I was just going to allow you to move
Ooh.
behind a pillar because I thought that you had a really, really high stealth roll. What is your stealth roll with disadvantage?
12.
All right. So that guy already noticed. It's now him. Who notices you? He's going to be moving in just a moment. That guy already knows too. So that is all set. All right. At the end of Mira's turn, it is now all their turns. These guys have not noticed. Well, this guy has not. 5, 10, 15. This guy's going to move there. This guy's going to move here. Well, actually, before they do that, let's move the guys who are going to attack first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and... no, he's going to stay there. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to move there. And this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to move up there. And then these guys, he's going to move that way, but aiming toward the wall. He's going to move that way, aiming toward the thing. He's going to move up here. He's going to move over here. He's going to move back. And he's going to move in the far back corner. These guys. First him. He's going to make a short bow attack against Tristan. Oh, that fucking rolled off. Sorry for the language. Come on. Alright, 17.
Nope.
17 does not hit as he makes his attack as it goes flying up through the air and ting makes a noise over here, catching this guy's attention for sure. He's going to be moving in a little bit, but he heard that arrow click up against the wall. Next up, it is this guy who's going to make an attack against the puppies for 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 4 points of piercing damage he deals to the puppies. And then
Get
this
that
guy
here.
is going to also aim at Tristan with a natural 20. 24 and
Natural 20 hits.
Yep.
Yeah, with no consideration to armor class, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Come on. God, I keep on rolling it off the thing. Okay. That is 10 points of piercing damage to you, Tristan.
Okay.
As they all noticed. Now it is these guys' turn. This guy is going to move 5, 10, 15 feet in this direction. He's right there, but he's going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right there. And he's going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 right here. All of whom... this guy's going to make an attack against Jax. For... oh, shit. First bad one. 10.
Nope.
Yeah. These two are going to make an attack against Mira. And... is this the guy that knows? Yeah, that's the guy that knows. Alright. And I'll get to him in a moment. These two are going to make an attack against Mira. Natural 20 on that one.
Oh, come on.
I just want to prove that these keep on rolling as 20s, too. I should probably do that
I
with every
believe
one of
you.
these natural 20s, I know. Still, though, I wish I should be posting them to my Twitter so that we see all these nat 20s. Oh my gosh. For 6 plus 2 is 8 points of piercing damage to you. Now the second
Oh,
guy's
that's
going to go ahead
nothing.
and roll. God damn it. 15 to hit.
Just hits.
Cool. For 5 plus 2, 7 points of piercing damage to you.
Uncanny dodge for that one.
All right.
So it's reduced to 3. No, is it reduced to 4?
It's reduced to 4, rounded up.
Yeah, because we round up.
Because math. All right. So as you just move out of the way, you guys see just a torrent of arrows flying through the air up until the point where 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Out moves this guy.
Oh my god, I thought you were counting skeletons for a second there.
30 skeletons to attack you. No, but it is bad. You guys see someone that looks quite a bit different who noticed your presence. Standing there in sort of a... He doesn't have the face of a normal skeleton. He has a face almost of a demonic creature, but made entirely of bones.
A face only a mother could love.
Yep. This... I want Jax, Zash, Mira, and... No, Tristan doesn't see it. Zash, Jax, and Mira to make a intelligence roll. Or maybe I'll let you guys choose between intelligence, history, and arcana.
21
7.
Arcana from Jax.
7 around the board for Mira.
12 Arcana.
Okay, 7 and 12 do not make it, but 21 definitely does. You see this weird-faced creature, and now notice that in the darkened room, it doesn't have any arms keeping it up that it's holding on to. It doesn't have any legs keeping it up, I should say. It's not holding any devices upon it, but this is a creature which you've only ever heard of. A bone naga.
Cool. That one's mine.
This one is going to... Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Jax is just out of reach, so Mira's the only one who he can. The bone naga slithers up to that position that you see as it goes... And with this weird language that it speaks, it seems to be chanting some sort of curse upon you. Mira, do us a favor. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Of course. I'm not using that one. Let's use this one. Oh, that's pretty decent. Wisdom is 18.
18. For a moment, your body becomes enthralled with the thought of just standing right where you are, unable to move, but you take a big deep breath in and are able to reduce it and are able to sustain yourself and keep yourself from being held in place from where
That
you
bitch
were.
tried to whole person me.
Next up, it is all the monsters' turns, so now it's back to Itzley. Itzley?
Sean? We're not hearing you.
Sorry about that. Something glitched out.
No worries. Good to have you back.
Yeah, my headphones are off for a second, so I have to mute when I'm not talking. Can I have to move just a little bit of to the left to the door to see everybody, right? See the monsters through?
Yes. You need to move a little bit left in order to get through the doorway, and even then, you probably won't be able to see things until you pass through it. So
Okay.
5, 10
So I'm gonna move.
can get you to the water elemental.
Okay, I'm gonna be about 5 feet back from the water elemental.
Okay.
And
You don't have line of sight on anything then.
Okay. I should have line of sight, I guess, just on Jax. That's it, right? On his back?
On the water elemental and Zash's back. Jax is off to the side a bit. And you can see Mira a little bit through there too. Like that. What would you like to do?
Can't hear you again.
Yeah.
Glad it's not just me.
No, it's when I mute. It's because I'm on speakers right now. So if I mute Hangouts so that I don't get the reverb from you guys, it seems to do that. It'll only be for another 5 minutes till my headphones charge. Sorry. So I'm gonna move inside and just to the right of Zash.
All right. Do us a favor. 10. That's 20 feet. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check.
Just to get by him.
Yeah.
Natural 20 plus
Nice.
plus 7, 27.
Nice. With the serpentine movement that none of you have ever witnessed before, Aisley is able to just quickly dart right through here. And with the nat 20, I'll say that you get an extra 5 feet of movement. So you have 15 feet left.
Why is your audio so bad?
Yeah, you're
Not,
muted.
not that. It's literally muting one is triggering the other one to mute right now. It's
Gotcha.
just silly. I think I'll do it this way from now on. Yeah, it's a better idea. Okay, so from there, I can see which monster?
You can see just past Zash's head, though Zash is definitely covering, and providing cover for you, against one of the skeletons there. But from here, you can see 2 skeletons through the doorway there, and 1 skeleton off far in the distance there. 1 skeleton there, and the 2 right here. You're muted again. Hello? Did everyone cut out?
No.
Oh,
I'm here.
No.
okay. Because you guys know that's happened to me before. It was very similar where I'd just be sitting there and be like, hello? Anyone? Oh, shoot. Yeah, what would you like to do, Sean? You have 15 feet of movement left. Would you like to move 15 feet, 5, 10, 15 this way? So that you're out here. That skeleton will definitely be within range next round, though, if you do that. Tell you what, go ahead and type what you'd like to do, and
Yeah, he typed it in a group chat for me. I think he meant to do it in the group chat, but he chatted me instead.
gotcha.
He said, I might need to reboot
Yep. Seeing it
regarding the
now.
audio. And he says, I want to use Vicious Mockery on the one Zash almost took out, if it is possible.
The one Zash.
And he just copy pasted that into the regular chat as well.
Oh, the far off one?
I think. Oh,
Uh,
okay. I was
you-
gonna say I think they already killed the one that was right there.
The one that the puppies took down, you did, but yeah, maybe you would. Most visible one. Okay. 16 DC. Alright, Vicious Mockery on the most visible. I would say that that is, yeah, this guy right here, right by, just past Mira. Vicious Mockery on him with a spell save of 16. Nat 18. Plus wisdom it is, I think. So let's see, because that might be negative for skeletons. Wisdom -1, so 17 still is good. Alright. Bardic Inspiration Zash, and then end round. Or end turn. And you're gonna reboot. Got it. So yeah, Zash, you have that then. All right. Next up is Jax.
Where is the Naga, and can I get to him?
The Naga, Mr. Powerhouse, is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65 feet away from you. Just past. Yeah, if you were to...
Okay. I'm going to move up 30 feet.
5,
Unless
10,
I get to that
15,
skeleton right there first. I don't want him
20,
to
yep.
attack.
20 feet. You are right
Okay.
by him.
Okay. Ah.
You could attack him, and if you kill him, then you could move the rest of your movement. Without...
Yeah, but then I don't get my... Alright, yeah. Yeah. We'll
if
do
you're
that.
able to kill him, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll attack him. 18.
18
To
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Not very good. So that's 8 slashing damage, and then 8 acid damage as well.
Alright. You do it, and at first, whoosh, you slash, and a couple of the ribcage bones splinter off and hit the wall, trickling up against it. Oh, shoot. I didn't have Sean roll stealth with disadvantage. I will say that since he tried casting something and it didn't work, that just caught this guy's attention. He wasn't able to move, though. Okay. And at first, again, it splinters off the ribcage, and it doesn't seem like it did very much effect, but then all of a sudden, the bones themselves start to sizzle away and burn away, and the very ribcage and the spine itself just begin to dissolve as the skeleton falls onto the ground, and the head for a moment still tries clawing at you as he moves forward on the ground, using the arms to pull himself forward before it lets out one last reach and falls down dead onto the ground.
Yeah. As I walk away, I stomp on its skull.
Nice. You crush the skull underneath your foot as you move over it another 5-10 feet toward the Naga.
Okay, and we never talked about if my gauntlets were like a full action or a bonus action.
Your gauntlet to grapple is a grapple action. So that's like
Okay,
any...
so full action.
Yes. And your gauntlet to use the fire would also be a full action as well.
Okay. They wouldn't count as my second attack.
Correct.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it then.
Okay. Next up after you... Oh, yep, stealth.
It's fine.
Stealth with disadvantage, please.
God damn it. My first rolls are always so good. 12.
Okay. That guy noticed, so now it is official that every skeleton in this room, has noticed your guys' presence.
You know what? Can I just bonus action Misty Step 30 feet towards him?
Yeah. Yeah, you could. 5,
It was
10,
really
15,
stupid, but
20, 25, 30. You're right up by the Naga, within 5-foot range.
he doesn't want him to fight his friends, so...
Are you going to use your second melee attack?
Can I?
Oh, wait, you have to do it as a bonus action, don't you?
No, it's
No.
just an extra
Then-
attack. You get 2 attacks,
Then you
but...
have it. Then you have it.
Oh, yeah.
So long as it's your bonus action that you already used up, yeah.
17 total to hit.
17 hits, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, yeah. I'm smiting this, too.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay. Using a first level spell slot for smite. And is this undead?
This is undead.
Oh my god, so much damage right now. So excited. I haven't smited anything in forever. Okay, so that is. Oh, yeah. All right. That's 12, 16 slashing damage.
Okay.
Max
Ooh.
damage on my slashing. And then 8 acid damage. And then 13 radiant damage.
24 plus 13 is 37 damage. Done.
Oh.
Nicely done.
It's me and you, bitch.
Sorry, what did you just hit? Was it the big one or one of the
The
little ones?
Naga.
The Naga.
Nice.
As you, all of a sudden, the Naga thought that you were done with your attack as you were looking at him, and the Naga just sort of like mockingly shaking back and forth, laughing, as you bamp right in front of him, and you just you come down with a mighty, mighty swing to this undead, lawfully evil creature as you slash at it. You do a good bit of damage as you go down one of the sides of its spine, just ripping off ribcage after ribcage after ribcage after ribcage along this serpentine body. You slash them all off as the Naga hisses back and forth in pain and anger, in a furious rage as it shows you both of its teeth very angrily. Is that the end of your turn?
I'll just yell back at him like, ah!
Yeah, alright. Tristan, you are up next. Fred?
Sorry, here. Can you turn the camera a little bit, please? Okay. I'm gonna cast Sneelock's Snowball Swarm at second level on the 2 skeletons in front of me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can hit both of them. It's
I'm
5-foot
not sure.
radius.
You would not be able to hit both of them. They are 10 feet away from you, and they are 10 feet away from each other.
Okay, so I'm just gonna second level Witch Bolt the left one. It's
Instead of Snowball Swarm?
Yeah, with
Okay.
second level Witch Bolt.
Alright. Do you roll an attack, or do I roll a dex save?
It's an attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
It's an 18.
18 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. It's 2d12. Ugh, that's a 3.
3 damage.
It's a 1 and a 2. And
I do have
it
to ask
deals-
Fred though. Oh wait, never mind. Sorry.
Yes, please.
No, I forgot that your fighter background changed. Never mind.
Yeah, and I can keep like recasting it each turn to do the same damage. Without casting the spell again.
On the same creature?
Yes, it just keep
Okay.
doing the 1d12.
Gotcha.
And can I still get the extra attack
What's your extra attack?
from the fighter?
Is it melee?
I don't know. Yes, I don't know how
That-
spells count as
Yeah,
an
spells
attack.
don't count as melee. You do not
Okay,
have
so
a
I don't get.
bonus
Okay, so I
attack.
don't get extra.
Correct.
Okay, so I just stand still then.
Okay. Are you sure? You could move forward or back if you wanted to as well.
I'm just gonna block the passage.
Okay. Next up after... Oh, what about the water elemental as well?
I'm gonna send him to help Jax on that side.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 feet. I would
He
think
can only
that he
melee
could
it.
use an action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 feet. If monsters can, water elementals can. Alright. Next up then is Ash and the puppies. Ash first.
Okay. I can actually still reach most of them from where I am. So
real quick, I keep on forgetting this. Tristan, go ahead and make a stealth roll with disadvantage. And
Okay.
yeah, we'll just see.
This is 9.
9? Okay, so this guy right here notices. Alright. Only 1, though. What would you like to do, Zash?
Yeah. So I think I'm just going to stay where I am, and I'm like using my cursor to point, as you can see it, and shoot the chill touch at one of the skellies over on Mira's side.
Okay. Left or right? You have a little bit of a better view at the left one.
Yeah, the
Additionally,
left one.
you could move forward if you would like as well, beforehand or after, obviously.
I'll move up next to her just as another target for them to,
Yeah.
lure,
To
lure
divide
away
that.
attacks, but I don't need to.
15,
Yeah. All right.
20.
So that's 17 to attack.
17 hit. I'm gonna say with where you are though, that you go with this one right here since it's like a perfect line of sight for you. Do
What?
you want to do that one?
I don't care.
Okay. 17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And you can see like those two over there too.
6.
6 damage. All right.
I can only add my bardic inspiration to a d20, can't I?
I believe so.
Yeah, not the damage, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. So you come up and you do that as it hits the skeleton. He looks angry once again, but he's still standing.
It's a D8, by the way, and you have it for a full 10 minutes if you don't get to use it right away.
Cool. Thanks. All right, and then the puppies from the other side are the 2 skellies in front of us in a 15-foot cone.
Um, 5, 10, 15 feet. I did have them on the other map. I thought I had it on this one. I would say no, because the way that they are, the cone would either be here and just miss this guy, or it'd be here and just miss, well, it'd be here and just miss this guy. From the puppy's point of view. So they are not.
All right. The puppies are going to go up to basically to the left of the one guy, like against the wall, to the left of the one skelly, and shoot fire breath straight forward, like at both of them. So then they're in a cone.
Okay. Fair enough. Yes, they would be. Is it a attack roll or am I doing dex save?
Oh, it's a saving throw. Dang it. This might not work.
16, 18 for the first one.
That passes.
And 17 for the second.
Also passes.
Okay. As the skeletons, they're just able to move out of range. This one still stays in the 5-foot radius of the puppies, though.
All right, but it's half damage, so let me count that up.
Okay. Nice.
19 halved.
So 10 points of damage, which is just enough to kill this guy right here. As he tries to move out of the way. This guy is left. That he misses the flume of the main bit of the tunnel's smoke, but is still singed a good bit, and once again is lit aflame by the flames of the small puppy. As the one skeleton who burnt up, it falls down to the ground in just a pile of bones, as the helmet completely covers up the face and skull of what used to be a skeleton. Next up, is that it for the puppies?
Yes.
Okay. Do us a favor. Go ahead and make a stealth saving roll for you and the puppies with disadvantage. Stealth roll, just not stealth saving. I don't know. I'm just saying words at this point. What is yours and what is the puppies?
Wow, those were just bad rolls across the board. Like all 4 of them. I was 10, and the puppies are 5.
Okay. And the puppies are the ones that really matter too, because again, I can't move them, but they all now notice your guys' presence in this room.
Cool. That's fun.
No, these last 2 don't. Well, this guy does. That guy's just facing the wall, though. He's just like, over there by all the potions and stuff. Next up, after that, after the puppies and Zash, is Mira.
All right, before I do what I'm going to do, and if for a technicality, would using a wand of magic missiles be considered using a one-handed weapon?
Would using a wand of magic missiles be considered using a one-handed weapon? Yes, but not melee weapon. If it specifically says melee weapon, then no. If it says one-handed weapon, then yes, because it's a wand and it's held in one hand.
That's really quick. It does not. All right, so first things first, I'm going to use my wand of magic missiles at 6th level, so that takes 6 charges, leaving me with 1 left.
Okay.
And they're all going to the Naga, because that thing can cast spells, and
Do you move at all?
No, I'm gonna see right where I am.
You have partial cover against the Naga, then.
Do I have line of sight?
You would have disadvantage on the thing. On the roll.
Magic missile, it just hits. You don't roll to hit.
Oh. Fair enough. Yeah, you can see him, so yeah. You have partial cover, you're seeing with one eye, and it still works. You hold out the one eye, we'll hold out the one arm, and shoot it as it goes flying.
That's gonna be 8d4 plus 8.
Jesus.
And I rolled a lot of ones.
Okay, good.
4. And 13, 21 points of damage.
Hold up. 37, 21, exactly enough. You destroy this bone Naga as you come up with 8 magic missiles, was it? Or no, 6 magic missiles?
8 magic missiles. There are
8.
3 initially, and you get 1 for each
One
level.
for each level. So 8 magic missiles, just a barrage. It's like Saturn missiles just shot out of your wand. Is it pew 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 pew? Just flying across the room as it hit the Naga. With each and every blast, it went, and it like snarled in Jax's face almost. But the last few bits of energy were just enough to blow away bits of its form until the very last bit, and taking out like circular chunks of its body until the very last bit made the whole Naga dissolve and completely disappear. Nicely done.
My bonus action to shoot a crossbow bolt at one of the 2. Have any of the 2 skeletons through the doorway taken any damage? Or no?
One did.
Alright, I'm
It
gonna
just takes
shoot one.
once of damage. You're gonna shoot the damaged one? Alright.
That's 18 plus 5. 23 to hit.
23. Yeah, that hits.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Damn. Yeah. Alright, it's still standing, but yeah, as you aim the crossbow, it hits him and it He lets out another
Cool.
squeal, but he's still
And
standing.
now I'm gonna run towards the direction Jax was, but like not towards him, but in that direction towards the wall. How far can I get? 30 feet.
There. That is
At
30,
30
feet
feet?
moving right toward the wall, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay right there,
All right.
so I'm not excited.
Next up after Mira, it is all of their turns. Now, Tristan, you notice that over here is a familiar sight to what was at the other end of the room. A serpentine creature. As you have all of these guys' attention practically, this guy's going to move 5, 10, 15 right up to the puppies and attack them. This guy's going to move 5, 10, 15 right up next to you, Tristan. This Naga is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet right here. This guy's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 feet right up to you. And this guy's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet so that he just has line of sight between his two skeletal friends. This guy's going to move 5, 10, wait, he was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 feet there. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So that last guy can't make any attacks. But let's go with this guy first, who's going to make a armed attack with his short sword against the puppies. For, oh shit, 12. Justin, does 12 hit the
Sorry.
puppies?
No.
Okay. This guy right here is gonna make a crossbow attack against the puppies. For another 12. No.
Still no.
Yep. This guy right here is going to make a short sword attack against Tristan for 7, which does not hit because 17 did not hit. This guy is also going to do the same. There we go, for 20.
Yes.
Okay, so this guy hits. Let's go ahead and roll the rest of these guys. This guy is going to make a short sword or short bow attack for 11, which does not hit, I'm guessing.
No.
And then the Naga will do in a minute. So one of them hit. Let's go ahead and roll damage of that one, which is, yeah, just 5 plus 2, 7 points of piercing damage against Tristan.
Okay.
And that is it for them. Next up, though, is the Naga, who's going to the Naga is going to cast, and as it does that, and lets out its jaw for a huge, like, gaping syllable at the end of its incantation, you just see the shimmering field emanate around the body of the Naga. And that's it for his turn. Next up over here we have these skeletons. This guy is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right up to you. Come on, stay.
Thanks for leaving me, Mira.
Okay, he's going to that one then.
Bows and arrows anyway,
Don't
so
worry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 to get right in range of Mira. This guy's going to move 5, 10 feet toward Jax, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that guy's going to make a ranged attack. So starting with this guy who makes a short sword attack against Justin, which was 4 plus 4, 8. 8 does not hit you. Justin, Sash?
Oh,
No, okay.
I was shit my mic was coming through.
8 plus 4 is 14 against Mira for this guy.
just misses.
Just misses. All right. Now up for this guy. Yeah, no, that's not going to hit you. 12 for this guy. Jax?
No.
That's a little bit better. 16 for this guy.
No.
All right,
AC
and
20.
this guy, Here's the 16. Nope. All right, 15 does not hit. So none of the guys really hit, pretty much. Yeah, and that's it for all their turns. Next up is Eatsley.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't have like a. So Itzley is going to cast Vicious Mockery again.
Okay.
On who's that? The one next to Tristan. One of the two next to Tristan. Doesn't matter if they're both. Do they both look equally hurt? Or 3, I guess.
Yeah, this one has far more damage taken.
Okay, and there's 2 more behind that, so there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
There's a number of them.
Okay, sorry, it's hard for me to see. It's a little grainy on my side. Yeah, I'll just cast on the first one. I don't have an AoE. I'm just now realizing that I need to take care of that sometime in the future.
Easily can see 5.
5. Okay, so Vicious Mockery on the first one in front of him. It's a Wisdom DC 16 save.
All right. I'm gonna say the one that is or isn't damaged. Or are you talking about this guy right next to Jax, who's right in front of you?
No, I was looking at the. Oh, yeah, that's true. No, I was looking at the ones near Tristan.
Okay. Damaged or not damaged?
You guys, let's go with damaged.
Okay. DC 16, Nat 16. What was it? Wisdom?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, wisdom. Oh wait, aren't they -1 wisdom?
I'm pretty sure. So let's see.
I think you said that earlier.
Yep, wisdom -1, so 15.
Woo! Oh, and I rolled a 4 and a 3, so 7 psychic damage, and it's at disadvantage on its next attack.
All right. Well, with that though, it takes 7 points of damage as you take out your mandolin and play just a small little strum of a melody. I actually
just at it and hiss. I just.
Okay. Fair enough. You hiss at it, and the skeleton holds its head and begins to scream out in pain as it just topples down to the ground. Next up after you... would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, so I'm going to do a bonus action, and I think how many of us can I see? I can see Tristan, I can see Zash,
You can see Tristan, Zash, and that is it. Mira, Jax, and the water elemental are gone, and you can't see the puppies. So Tristan and Jax.
Okay, and I can't see.
I could go like this.
Okay, so I'm going to give... you guys are all surrounded by enemies anyway, so maybe I'll save that for later. I'm going to move so I can see Jax.
Okay,
so
who's over here?
Forward.
So 5, 10 feet forward, and you can see him.
Perfect. And I'm going to give him Bardic Inspiration.
What's the distance on that?
Snake. Let's find out. Actions. I might have to go.
I believe it's 60 feet, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, it's 60 feet. It is, yeah.
25, 30. It's close. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 feet away. Nice.
Hey. So yeah, I tell him to kill that snake and give him 1d8 on his next d20
he
roll.
did kill the snake.
Well, Mira already killed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. She blew it up. Well, I'll still say it to you. There you go. Inspiration.
Okay. All right. Next up after Itzley is Jax again.
Super bummed he didn't kill the Naga because he was going to take a section of its spine and attach it to his cloak. I guess I'll kill more skeletons.
Yeah. Well, you have 2 skeletons who stupidly are right by you, and you have 2 melee attacks. What would you like to do?
Yeah, but they're easy.
Yeah, but you don't want to get caught in a hold person spell.
Itzley doesn't know that.
I have extremely good saving throws. 19 to hit.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage for the first one. Attack. That guy reacts.
Slashing, and then 7 acid.
4 and 7?
14 and 7.
Oh, Jesus. 4 and 7 would have done it. But 14 and 7... No, wait. Come on. Not attack. Die. No, can you not die? Oh, I guess not, because he's a skeleton. No, I don't know what's going on. But you attack the first guy, and he falls down to the ground. Go ahead and roll your attack for the second one.
It is a 25.
25
22.
misses.
22.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and roll damage.
10 slashing damage and 6 acid damage.
Yep. You come up, you take your acid sword, you swing, chopping off the first skeleton's head as it goes flying up in the air, and on the rebound, you bring it back and slash down diagonally across the body of the second skeleton, leaving him in 2 pieces on the ground as he falls dead on the ground.
Yeah. And I'm going to start heading back towards everybody.
Okay. Fair enough. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 gets you right by another skeleton. Did you...
Yeah, I already did both attacks.
Yeah, but, like, are you okay with being 5 feet within range of a skeleton?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Please stay. Please.
Then you have, whatchamacallit. Next up is, yeah, that's all for your turn, right?
Yep.
Next up is Tristan. What would you like to do, Fred?
Is the guy that I witched both still alive?
No. He is dead.
Okay, so consume 1 spell slot. I already did. Just gonna attack the one in front of me with the war pick then.
Alright. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Uh, 15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wait, can I roll the second one? For the extra attack?
I would recommend rolling damage for the first one to see if you kill it in one blow or not.
Okay.
If it were like a boss monster, yeah, for sure.
It's 5?
Total?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You can roll your second one now if you wish.
Okay. It's a 12.
12 does not hit. So you
Okay.
come up, you swing with the first one and hit the soldier as his arm, which was holding the shield, splatters into 2 pieces, and that arm falls down on the ground as the skeleton soldier lets out a groan. It startles you a little bit. You try to jab at him, but it goes right between his rib cage. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
All right.
I believe I have to control
the water
the
elemental, Yes.
Yeah. He's gonna go help Mira. Can he attack that one?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he can attack it.
Yeah. He can attack twice, according to D&D Beyond.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2 water attacks.
Okay, really quick, I have to see the damage. And his bonus, it's 15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
Okay, he's really strong. 9.
9 points of damage is enough. It takes out that zombie as he comes up and swings down his water fist, completely just dissolving almost as strong as the acid. The bones as they hit the water and turn to dust in the water form itself. He moved 20 feet. Would he like to move any more?
He's gonna go towards me.
30. There you are. Alright. Next up then is Zash. Zash and then the puppies.
Yep. So that's an enemy right next to me, right?
Yes. There's an enemy.
Okay,
next
it was
to
a little blurry, but I thought so. All right, then.
There's one there.
Well,
Him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's a lot more over there. But I also don't think I can make it over there. All right. I'm gonna. I'm just going to. How can I get to 120 feet away?
How so?
Like to enemies that are 120 feet away
With what spell?
on the other
Like,
side.
how are you asking?
I'm just.
Could you dash that far? Could you
No.
do spells
Sorry.
that far?
Can I use a spell to? Can I reach something that's over by like the puppies and stuff with a spell? That's 120 feet range.
Can you? Yeah, that's not 120 feet yet.
Okay, cool.
So over here, it's still not 120 feet, and you can see it too. So if line of sight makes any difference, you can see that guy. That's right by the puppies.
All right. Actually, no. I think I'm gonna do a different.
There's also one guy who's really far over here too, which you do
Yeah,
have
I
line
don't
of
care
sight
about
on. And okay.
I think what I'm gonna do. I just changed my mind at the last minute. But if I move away from this guy, he'll get an attack of opportunity, won't he?
Yes.
All right, then I'm not going to move. I'm going to drop a wall of fire where these three guys are in a line here
Okay.
by the puppies.
Yep.
I'm still
Right
using
there.
my mouse to point.
Right there.
Yeah, on them, but yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I mean, it's 60 feet long and 20 feet high, but I guess you could be the judge of whether it goes through walls or not.
5 foot wide.
1 foot thick.
1 foot thick. Gotcha. And do you have to be in line of sight of it?
No,
No. Okay.
just says on a solid surface within range.
Okay, yeah, you at least see this corner over here, so you could do that. And what is it for the wall of fire that they have to do?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dex
All three of them.
saving.
And I'm going to say you choose which side the fire is on, and it's on the far outside, like opposite the puppies.
Okay. First one off to the far left is 8.
Fail.
Second. Oh, there we go. 16 for the Naga.
Pass.
Cool. And third one, nat 1. All right.
Defo fail.
Defo fail. All right. What is the damage for it?
Well, real quick, it also goes out 10 feet. It says here, I'll read it specifically. On one side of the wall selected by you when you cast this spell, which I did, deals 5d8 damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. So I assume this fourth one, a little further out, would also take the damage. And it just takes damage, it sounds like. It's not a save for him.
Wait, one more time?
Sorry, excuse my dice. One side of the wall deals 5d8 damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. The creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. So basically anything within 10 feet of that side of the wall, like the side that doesn't have puppies on it, would also take damage. Right?
I don't think it means the whole room, though.
No, 10 feet. I said that.
10 feet. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, anything within 10 feet, which right now it's just the 3 Naga that you had affected.
What about the one that's 2 squares away?
That is 15 feet away. Unless you did it at the very end of this one, which means that if you did it far enough, then it wouldn't get these 3, not get that guy, though. Well, if you did it right down the middle, maybe?
Right. It's right down the middle. It's 1 foot thick. So 10 feet out would touch that guy's square.
Okay.
I mean, that's how I read distance, at least. I just go by full squares. All right, so... geez, I gotta count this up. Okay, 35 damage. Halved if they passed.
35 damage halved for that guy. This guy got blown into smithereens, just completely vaporized in it. This guy took half of that, so he has taken, rounded up, I'm not good at math right now, 40, 36, 20, no, 18, right? Yeah, 18.
Yeah.
18 damage for him. Alright. And this guy also got blown into smithereens. Oh, no. Alright. Is that it?
Yeah. I don't want to move because I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Yep. Next up is the puppies then?
Yeah. They are going to damage immunity. Okay. They're going to go up to the dude in the middle, from staying on this side of the fire.
Yep.
And do...
Oh, and also that guy probably got blown away too.
Probably. 3 bite attacks.
Alright, go ahead and roll attacks for those.
9.
9 does not hit.
14.
14 does not hit.
Good grief. And 16.
16 does not hit.
Wow.
Yeah. In the last turn,
pathetic.
he cast Shield of Faith on himself.
No, my rolls are pathetic.
Alright. So, with that, it is the end of their turn. Next up is Mira.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say that guy, but that's not gonna happen. I'm going to. All right. First thing, I can't see my character. First thing I'm gonna do is run into the area that has the green moss. I just go
Okay.
30 feet in that direction.
You go 30 feet in that direction. As you slowly get closer, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I want to
30,
stay close to the wall, though.
you start hearing, fair enough. The right wall?
Left wall.
Over here? Or over here? Okay. So we will go, instead of there, you went there, instead of there, you went there, and there. Okay. So you go, there's 30 feet that way. As you are now through this doorway, you start to notice that you hear a continual acid and bubbling from that direction. As you get closer, it seems like it isn't moss, but instead there's a small smoke coming up and a doorway right here.
Like moss from my screen.
Fair enough. No, I know.
Yeah.
And your player probably would have thought something like that too. But as you get closer now, it starts to seem like something a bit more sinister. And there's a doorway right here, and there is some rustling inside, you notice as well.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action move an additional 30 feet along the left wall, but in a straight line from where I am. Not along the left wall, but like straight line.
15, 20, 25, and 30 feet right there. Alright.
Am I within shooting distance of that skeleton? Or any of them?
you do us a favor. First off, go ahead and make a perception check. Second off, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So up until here is the acid thing, starting at this cube right here. Or at the fire thing. So
Can I see anybody?
Huh?
Can I
what
see
was-
anyone?
What was your perception check?
20 total.
20 total.
You
You
stole my
can start to see. You see creatures. Well, you see creatures. They look to be more of a ghoulish nature than they do skeletons. That's all that you can tell.
From the cage behind the fire, could I not see anyone? Because I assume those are prison walls, like bars.
Fair enough.
She's asking about where like Zash where Zash put the fire, like that direction, where the puppies and stuff are.
Oh, to the left here?
Yes, so I can hit
Oh.
something.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking about over here, where the acid
Well, I
was.
can't
Because I thought that
anything.
you were talking about the acid.
Yeah, I can't see anything over there. I just want to be able to get rid of clear out that room.
Yeah, if you were standing here, then you could see to what that fire is shooting at. And you see a similar looking Naga.
All right, so there's a Naga, and then there's one other skeleton, right?
A Naga and 2 other skeletons. So, yeah, 2.
I guess I'll just try and shoot the Naga.
There and there. Fair enough. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh my, natural 1.
Natural 1.
With my crossbow, by the way.
You try and shoot, and as you do, coming running up, you are so focused on your aim that you're not looking at where you're walking. The small pebble gets underneath your foot, and you trip, moving toward the flame of wall. Do us a favor, go and make a dex saving throw.
$13.
13. You just fall so that a bit of you touches the fire and goes on the other side of it. What is the thing again, Zash?
Like when you get in distance of it,
Yeah.
you take, if you willingly go into its path, you take 5d8 damage. Well, hold on. To each creature that ends its turn or enters the wall for the first time. Okay.
What is the saving throw of it again?
If you walk into it, there is no saving throw.
There's no saving throw? It's just
The saving
5d8?
throw is when you first cast it on the line of people.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was a difficulty DC. Do us a favor, go ahead and roll 5d8 for us.
Who's
Wait,
rolling?
me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, oops. I should have kept him out. Boys. 25.
25 points of fire damage, Mira, you take as you stumble into this flame of fire. You're able to pull yourself back beforehand, and 25 does not take you down, correct?
Nope, but I am
Okay.
low.
You are low, yes. You are able to recoil yourself and not end your turn in that flame after all your movement has been spent, but tripping into there did a great deal of damage to you. I apologize. Next up, after Mira, it is now the undead's turn. This undead is going to start. He's going to move 5, 10, or 10 this way, 15. The doggo's
He's going to take an attack of opportunity. Okay, cool. I'm going to say, I'm taking
He's-
that attack. That's why I
yeah,
put them there.
Yeah, he's not worried about that at all.
Well, he probably doesn't need to be, because that's a 12.
12 does not hit. Up
Grief.
to Tristan. The Naga comes up and begins to bob up and down. It looks Tristan right in the eyes and begins to chant. As it does, Tristan, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Tristan had to leave. It was getting too late for him.
What was it? Brandon, would you do us a favor? Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for us, for Tristan.
I have no idea what his things are. But that was a 15 on the dice.
15?
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and double check.
Plus whatever bonuses he might have.
Right.
Wisdom is +2, so a total of 17. The Naga
think it's-
encants
Is
that.
it a saving throw? Because it's +3.
He's got +3 in wisdom. Yeah.
Fair enough, it was a saving throw.
Three.
Gotcha. Yeah. Wait, what? This is weird. He's not proficient in wisdom saving throws, but it's +3. Oh, is he a jack of all trades? He must be. He has +1 on all of his saving throws.
You know what though? This sheet is kind of old because didn't he retcon a different anyway? Because this is a fighter that we're looking at.
He has
Or maybe
+1
he is
on.
a fighter. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know what trait gives him that. Yeah, +1 on all saves. For what? It just says added +1 on all saves. I don't know. That's got to be one of his traits that he took, I'm sure. Okay. But yeah, it is +3 instead, but he is able to withstand it no matter. Is the Naga. Looks angry. He's going to move. Five, 10, and serpentine through the bars on a dexterity check. Let's see what those are. Yeah, okay. So he serpentines through the bars and is 5'10", that was 15, so that's 25, 30 feet right out to here. He doesn't seem like he's going right for you, Mira. He seems to be sticking along this wall as he moves. But he's angry. Next up, this guy's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, right into the line of fire, not being any of the wiser. And get blasted into smithereens. Delete. Then this guy's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, uses his action to dash 5, 10, 15 right into the line of fire as well. Delete. They're not smart that way.
Yeah.
This guy.
Totally.
This guy is going to attack Tristan for 7. Nope, that does not make it. 7 plus 4 is 11. That does not make it. This guy is going to attack Justin, or 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
18 hits, dealing 2 plus 2, 4 points of piercing damage to you, Zash. And then this guy is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet this way, aim at Mira, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, yeah, within range to make a short bow attack. For 17.
Hits.
17 hits, dealing nat 1, 3 points of piercing damage to you. And that's it for all the skeletons' turns. We start up with Itzley at the beginning of the turn. And we're very close to the nearing tonight's end session, but there is something that we will get to before that happens.
Yeah, please let me take my turn.
To be honest, I gotta go really soon. If it's almost over, then I'll stick around. I did have a question for you and everybody, but I guess I could save it for another time because I think we'll probably have to go before I can ask.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll just
You
play
want-
through
I think-
one, maybe 2 more rounds real quick. We'll make it very
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna do. I'm looking at Tristan there to help. One of the skeletons that
Right there.
is still in front of.
There is this guy here, and they are in view of you.
Okay.
This guy?
I can't tell which ones are damaged. Sure. Is there one that's already damaged?
Between the two, the one in front of Tristan is looking a little bit beaten up.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay, go ahead and roll in. Is that a save for me?
Let's see here. Dissonant Whispers is
Wisdom save, right?
16. Yep. Yeah.
10 total. Does not make it.
Okay. Okay. So two things happen. He's next to someone else, right? If I'm looking at this right,
Yeah, he's next
to one of our.
Tristan.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do 3d6 psychic damage to him. 9, 10, 12 damage. Is he still standing?
With 12 damage, no. He just like the other skeleton on your last turn, he holds his head really quickly and falls down to the ground, crumpling sort of like in a fetal position on the ground until his bones and the structure holding him together just gives up and falls into a pile.
Okay, I'm not gonna do bonus action or anything else like that.
All right. Next up after you, it is Jax.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a couple steps out so I can see that fucking Naga.
Okay. 5, 10, 15 feet.
Is
You
he
can
within?
just see him. Yeah.
Is he within 60 feet?
Oh, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away
I
from
am
you.
going to aim my fist with my Ring of Ram right at his fucking skull. I'm going to expend all 3 charges.
All right.
Oh my god, that's such good. Oh yeah.
That's such good. Oh, yeah.
One of them I'm going to use my inspiration on.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
To
Okay,
do-
so 2 of them are 26 to hit. And
Nice.
the last one,
Is above
Is-
17.
it is exactly 17.
That hits.
God, yes.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I gotta get 2 more d6. Or 2. Oh shit, these are d10. That's right. I'll just roll these. Okay, so. Oh my god, yes. 43 damage and is pushed back 15 feet.
Yep. 40 damage was what you needed to get. With that, the Ring of Ram just launches 3 giant fist forces, like the smoke outlines of fists, as they move toward the Naga. They expand and grow larger and larger, but all 3 following up as the first 2 launch the Naga up into the air, and the third one hits him right into the bars as the bones break and scatter all across there, half of which go flying into the flame of fire and just get disintegrated upon impact. Very nicely done. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. Next up, it is Tristan. Tristan is just gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to his water elemental. Him and his water elemental are gonna be over there for a second. Next up after Tristan, it is Zash. What would Zash like to do? There's one skeleton in front of
I
you.
have a cat.
No problem.
I think I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the crap out of that skeleton in front of me because I'm tired of seeing its face.
Well, hold up. I don't know if I have Tristan's thing up. I do. Okay. I still have it up. If I moved this way, I would have had to have taken an attack of opportunity. And Tristan, I'm not going to make him do that. So I'm just going to see if with once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to attack with his dagger of venom for quick hit to see that almost went rolling off. Yeah, that hits. Dealing. Oh boy, I don't have any D4s. This thing is only a D4. Okay, perfect. D4 is 4 plus 7, 13. He kills it. Boom. 4 plus 7. That was like literally perfect. Oh wow. Alright, so there he is not in front of you anymore, and then he's gonna move the rest of his feet and move up there. You don't need to use Eldritch Blast if you don't want to, or you could if you wanted to. Your puppies are over here. And
okay.
there's one more skeleton over here. If you want to.
And that's the only thing?
He's looking beaten up. The only thing that you can see, correct?
Okay. Then I'm gonna do both Eldritch Blasts on that guy.
Okay. Just to help you, go ahead and do the first Eldritch Blast.
Natural one.
Natural 1? Okay, go ahead and do the second Eldritch Blast then.
There we go. 18.
18. Alright. 18 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Does he have more than 2 health?
He has 4 health.
Oh, okay. Because it's a +2, so I was just gonna call it, but I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and roll them. I rolled a 1 on the damage, so it's a 3.
A 3. He's taken down to 1 hit point left.
Good grief.
He looks angry.
What's the range of your
This gonna
puppy?
be the guy to wipe you out. Oh yeah, you still have puppies movement and everything now.
They can go 30 feet and
20, 25, and 30. They can get right in that doorway there.
Fire Ray is 90 feet with disadvantage.
He could fire Ray if you were willing to spend it.
I mean, it's just a thing. Like, I can do it as much as I want.
Fair enough.
I don't imagine Zash can transfer his bardic inspiration to the puppies.
No, you could not.
Didn't think so. All right.
Do you want to do it with disadvantage?
I already did. That's an 8.
8 does not hit.
Yeah.
As the puppies come up and shoot out this beam, it just misses the skeleton as he's just blatantly walking around, just unaware of everything but knowing to attack. It just shoots by him and he doesn't even notice. It flows a few strands of hair that are left on its rotten corpse and skeleton, but unfazed by it, it is now Mira's turn.
I'm gonna move up so that I'm 30 feet away and shoot it with my crossbow.
Move where?
Move towards it so I'm 30 feet away from it and shoot it with my crossbow. I'm probably just about maybe
5,
10 feet.
15, 20, 25, 30.
If you miss,
So you move 10 feet there.
Yep. First
And
one,
Go ahead and make an attack with your crossbow.
24.
24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
1 point of damage.
1 point
Plus
was enough.
2. So
Plus
3.
2.
It's dead.
Yep. And it's at this point, Mira, go ahead and make a perception roll. I know you love those.
19.
19. You notice, Mira, that from inside here you see a couple of creatures moving around. You can hear them. And they appear to be a couple of ghouls inside. But from the group of ghouls stands out one vampire who walks out and says,
Who walks out on the acid?
yeah, well, fair enough. He's flying just a bit, but I don't really know what to do with him aside from... Okay, he doesn't walk on acid, but I was just trying to make a cool moment where we could leave off on, whatever. If you want to be technical about it, Rachel, fine. We can be technical.
Well, if I was to step on the acid, I would take damage. So, yes,
you
I'm
would.
going to be technical about it.
Okay, so he walks up to the front of the acid, but you are still able to see it. And, well, you move over this way so that you can see it a little bit better. And he just looks at you standing with the glowing pool of green acid lighting up his humanoid face and his structure right now. He goes, I was wondering when someone would come down to visit. Come, let's have a little fun, shall we? I've been waiting for some new subjects. And holds out his hand like he's about to cast. And that is where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to stay tuned. Like, subscribing and following here on Twitch, first off, it's free. Second off, on YouTube, it's also free. YouTube is youtube.com/The Majestic. Easy to find, or you can search The Majestic to find it. This Twitch channel, if you're watching on the YouTube, this Twitch channel is www.twitch.tv/The Majestic Gamin, Gamin, no G, where all these videos get uploaded to. Be sure to stay tuned, because next week the group is fighting a vampire, so they choose. That would be absolutely awesome if they do, and it would be quite intense, because a vampire is quite difficult to face. But can they handle it? Will they survive? Who will come out alive? Tune in next time, and we hope to see you guys again soon. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.